Hello there guys, how are you all doing today? Obviously, first semi-final match here. We've got Atlantic versus iNation, and I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be a great one. And something to point out straight away, iNation, they've picked this T side. They've decided to start on that T side, and I think that could be something interesting to think about, but we're going straight into the pistol. So what are you thinking about this game, Charlie, straight up?
I mean, both teams in their last quarterfinals, really close matchups against Norcera for Atlantic, and obviously endangered that rival, that grudge match for iNation. So it's gonna be a really exciting game, this one. But what a shot there from Ming.
That's Vladden getting taken down, one of the hard hitters on the side of iNation, but they're just gonna be sending it towards B, and there's only one lone defender. That's Macken. I wonder what they'll be able to do. Oh, Dragon trying to find the opening pick there, but hasn't been given anything. They're just sending out B.
Well, they are just forcing their way through the smoke zone. The kills are coming through. Ming with 2.
Can't get the third, though. Typo's closing it out. Can't get the third on that bomb side. Did get the third in the round, though. A really nice opening pick from Ming onto Vladden. And then those 2 kills just on the B side there. Something I have to point out there. It seemed as though iNation, they had the read. Obviously, the A side was stacked. They were a little bit slow on that rotate. They were a little bit slow on the push. And they could have isolated that individual fight, but they decided to just kind of maybe try and get the pick a little bit too cleanly, try and keep themselves alive, whereas in reality they needed to just send it as a 4. They were in that disadvantage and just needed to try and take the site.
Yeah, obviously really clean pistol round there from Atlantic. Not a single player getting dropped, so that's gonna allow them to get the best possible buy they can on this one. But there is that force iNation, those 3 Deagles, those 2 techs. They're gonna want to get up close and personal, but Ming continuing from the last round. Dav does take him down.
And that's the new player on the side of iNation. What a way to start, semi-finals. Obviously, we did see him in the quarters last game. Played impeccably. Wonder if they can keep the form up. Oh, Dragon eventually connecting the bullets. There's another player ramp, though, and Typo is going to be fast towards short as well. It is a 3 versus 3 now. Make it a 3v2. Typo's getting that advantage. Macken as well, finding a pick towards middle. And it's just Dav.
Oh, Dav's losing time in here. Oh, just can't convert. Macken pulling out the MP9, converting that kill. Converting the second round as well. That's the force buy stopped. iNation going to be forced onto that eco now.
In Atlantic, once again, keeping a lot of players alive there means that their money can grow. Like Macken obviously got full kit, and he's still got 3.6 in the bag. You can tell that they're going to, Atlantic going to want to be bringing out that AWP as quick as possible.
Yeah, Dragon, he's not going to have enough to get an AWP of his own unless he either glass cannons will get a pick in this round.
It's going to be tough, though. Only the Glock and a nade. Oh,
3 nades. Look at these 3 nades. Where are they going to use them?
Oh, that's an it. No kills have gone the way of either team. Oh, Ming able to do so much damage there. Gets the lineup. There's a fair bit of damage onto Choiv as well. I love this.
Players are brought down low on that Atlantic side, but nothing converted, and it's going to be difficult to convert them now. Only that 1 Deagle on Vlad and the Glocks. They can be so weak.
I was just going to mention, I love how Atlantic are playing so passively here. Oh, Joy finding the opener onto Ming. That's the player with 20 HP. As you mentioned, though, Dragon going to want to find a pick into this round. Can get that AWP in the next. Choi getting taken down for nothing there. And it's just Dragon.
He does have the Deagle. He can do some damage here. Obviously, hands are very low. Just trading weapons, but Dragon, you know he's going to be around this position. 3 players holding him. Gets nothing for it. Just a 1 tag on Typos, and that's 3 for Atlantic. Finally, the full buy for iNation is going to come out.
Something interesting there. I'm not too sure whether it was a mistake or out of choice, but it's interesting to see as iNation, they did have the map side and they did choose T side. Obviously, when you have a, if you are very strong on Vertigo, you can gamble that T side start. You can have a fast, a really strong T side and then obviously close out the game. But it seems as though Atlantic, they've been able to do very well on this CT side. Obviously, Vladden able to get the first, but will get traded there. But look how aggressive Atlantic are playing. They've taken ramp all 3 rounds now. Just able to get a pick here and there.
I wonder if iNation chose that T side to try to set them up for the comeback, rather than have to obviously play against it, really.
Yeah, true, 100%. I think as well.
It's definitely a risk, though.
4v3 though, and we've seen this time and time again from iNation. You know, they just opt to regroup. They don't want to test the waters. They don't really want to lose their lives really, and it means it's really good on their T side, and it's great for their execs. You know, keep as many players alive. Don't gamble anything. Obviously, we could have seen some aggression towards middle, but look at Hansi in the back lines, able to get 2.
He brings that into a winnable round now. Both of the players are towards this B site. Lucky for iNation, they're clearing out other positions, but they're still lingering around B. But Hansi, I don't even know how he got on the back lines. Must have snuck through connector, but perfect timing. Made this round winnable again.
There's only 35 seconds left. Surely Atlantic need to realise that B is not going to be the site they're going to. Fair bit of utility on the side of iNation, but they do need to strike now. The rotates will come
Look at
in.
Atlantic though. They're flanking from mid. Oh, now they've realised they're running back now. The bombs should be able to be planted freely. Unless they choose to push through this. Well, the flash is coming over. Ming goes straight through. But Choiv isn't going to let him do any damage. And now it's just typos. They should know he's here from the flashbang.
Steps as well. Choiv so close there. Oh, typos gets out alive. Gets the kill as well. Oh, finds Dragon as well. Just gave him 2 individual duels. I'm never thinking typos is getting that timing there, but crosses over onto a headshot and somehow doesn't get taken down there. But what a clutch
Choiv was in the process of falling back there, but the steps, they made him stay. He didn't want to get caught out, falling back into a more comfortable position. And instead it cost him to just convert the kill on the jumping player. And Dragon left so isolated.
It's a really unfortunate round for iNation. It probably would have, it could have spurred something on. It could have got their rounds started the avalanche, but unable to convert it. We'll still be able to buy. They need to win this round quickly because their money is not strong at all.
We see Hansi, he's getting out the first door of this game. Gonna be playing that towards this A site ramp here.
Oh, sure. Oh, it doesn't spot the player towards the smoke. Surely we'll be able to find this player though. Oh, Dragon taking down the AWPer. That's Hansi getting found for nothing.
Once again, man advantage for iNation here, and you said how important this round is for them. Look at the money of Atlantic. It's not even that strong. 2 players comfortable, but the rest, they leave a lot to be desired. Ming, such a risk pushing there. Perfect flash from Dav.
Obviously needed to take some control, take some aggression, but wasn't the time to do it. And I really liked how Skipper and Dav just played, perfectly off each other. They decided not to stay towards ramp and just tried to retake it, and it worked perfectly for them. Macken though might get the timing on the players towards mid, able to find one.
They've got to hit this A site now. The last 2 players are going to be here, equipping the smoke. What can he do? The bomb is being planted. Look at it, he's just snuck behind. He does get 1, surely not much more.
Dav eventually closes it out, and that's the first round for iNation. And as you mentioned it before, look at the money. Obviously, typos, Macken, they'll be able to buy, but Ming only 1.4k. Surely just going to be a deagle and armor.
What is the call here, in fact? Because, yeah, they do choose the force. I think they could have got a full buy if they did save. I think 2 of those more wealthy players could have dropped over weapons, but they do choose it now. They don't want to let iNation get anything more. They want to stop them instantly. And Hansi's here to do it. Oh, he gets taken down for nothing. Dragon again. AWP v AWP. But this one doesn't have an AWP.
Yeah, you're expecting Dragon to only ever win that fight when he does have his favoured weapon. He's doing so well there. Something I was just going to mention. I love the trust from typos there. Obviously had the money to buy an M4, but opted to buy his teammate an AWP. And once again, Hansi unable to find anything into the round. Typos will be tested here. Oh, steps in the molly. Information gathered. Able to find one. Doesn't find the second though. Dav will connect onto their head, onto the body more of typos, and surely they just have to save it.
Yeah, you mentioned it. All it takes is 1 or 2 rounds, and then the avalanche can come, start to fall for iNation, and they've done it. They've closed this round out. The AWP is being saved right now for Atlantic. So if they can save that, it will give them a fighting chance into the next round. But you mentioned it. iNation can start to get back into the game now.
I think as well, for a play, obviously in Orpa as well, you really need that confidence. And obviously Typo's instilled the confidence in Hansi, obviously just playing a Deagle over that or over that M4. Whereas Hansi didn't get anything again, and I wonder what that's going to do for the rest of the map and maybe even the rest of the series. 2 rounds in a row, it's just been taken down by a rifle and holding the angle. It's not something that's going to do you know, be good for an Orpa's mentality, but
Yeah, get another crack at it this round though. We know he's very capable. I think it's similar to what we've seen about Dragon a lot. Obviously, Dragon getting his AWP out now this time. I think we sometimes see Dragon have slightly slower starting games, but then as soon as he starts to get going, the ball can really start rolling for him, and he can really start being one of the top AWPers in the league.
I think as well, it's all about the specific timing of it. I think you see Dragon in those clutch situations. We've seen him time and time again absolutely dominate, and it is usually towards the later sides of the game. That's Ming finding one though, just with that 5-7. Dav going to be pushing through the smoke here. Sees him on the edge. Will find the headshot as well. All 4 players here on the side of Atlantic, all towards this A site. Such a risk here, Choiv. Tempting fate.
All back Hansi. It's going to be the all battle again. Can Dragon best him again? He does it. He does get tagged this time, and the short push comes through. But that's the main hit to Gorn. It's just Mackin, 8 HP with this MP9.
Can't do anything. 3rd round for iNation. It should be the... Oh, they will be able to buy Atlantic. Obviously, didn't invest much in the last round. No AWP for Hansi, though. That's 3 rounds in a row. Dragon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. 3 rounds for iNation. 3 rounds where Dragon's bested Hansi. And we love talking about these AWP duels. We love talking and discussing how they can really match up against each other. But right now, in the early stages of Verse Go, Dragon's definitely got Hansi's number.
I think as well, this isn't even their map pick. Imagine what it's going to be like on Nuke. Oh, not on Nuke, on Inferno, sorry. Nuke will be the decider. Once again, they're both these teams, they do really like playing passively here. We don't really see much fast from either team. Obviously, Atlantic wanted to try and get a little bit aggressive towards B, but Mackham was just shut down with that flash. Obviously, didn't want to get too aggressive while full blind. So we are going to be seeing some A pressure from the side of iNation. Ming really tempting fate here.
Nice bit of chip damage from Atlantic either way. Skipper and Dav around half HP apiece. But you mentioned it earlier in this game. You brought up Dav. Obviously, the new addition has been fully confirmed as that permanent 5th now that PTK is gone. But it's going to be interesting to see how he fits into this system. How much preparation they had with him before and how well adjusted is he with their flavor.
How it adds to the dynamic of players as well. But that's 2 players getting taken down for iNation without anyone being able to trade. And this is where iNation, you know, they had a chance into this game. They could have brought it level, but 2-man disadvantage. And we know Atlantic really don't like giving up picks, so I wonder what they can do. But we do have Typos already on the flank here. They need to be worried about it. Oh, able to find one. Dragon will get taken down. And it's just Dragon himself. In the 1 versus 4, unable to find anything. Typos will be able to retrieve that AWP into the next round. Money on iNation. Fairly strong as well.
Yeah, Atlantic to stabilize again. They needed their round, but the more important thing is they have to make sure they can win 2 in a row, string them together, because that's when the economy on the CT side can start to become a bit rough. Dragon does get his AWP out again.
So they were very dominant in that round. Obviously, Atlantic keeping 4 players alive. If they can keep with that form, you know, it's going to do wonders for the economy.
Yeah, it's the one without Hansi's AWP as well. Is when they just all playing rifles.
Yeah, maybe stick to a rifle, you know. Sometimes you're just not feeling it with the AWP. You're not having you're just not playing as well as you normally do, and it happens to everyone, really. Oh, Skipper, though, able to find the opening onto Ming. Hansi will get the trade. That's, I believe, the first kill he's got with the AWP now. To be aware of a quip here in the back lines. Flash will come in. I wonder what iNation do now.
No one even close to trade Skipper there.
Do have the option to go back towards B here, but they do have so much utility. There is only 2 players towards A, so if they do strike, they could get that bomb down, but they do need that opening pick. They need to bring it back.
Got to find someone, allow someone to get that opening pick into this round, and it looks like that's going to rely on Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon with the AWP, but you know, it makes the most sense, really. Hansi is getting some aggression towards Shaw, but the flash doesn't blind him. That's the second. That's Shoaib getting taken down. Equip able to find Dragon as well. And it's just Vladen able to get one towards the site. But it's a 1 versus 3 now. Surely this round isn't going to be one. Perfect nade as well. That's Vladen, 44 HP now. Let's find the first. Aware of the second as well, but doesn't convert it. Very strong round there from Vladen. Obviously 1 versus 4, able to get 2. Not going to be unhappy, but I think iNation need to try and go back to their ways of finding that opening pick. And they usually found it towards the avenues of middle. So maybe we're going to need to see it again. Maybe we're going to need to see Dragon trying to get that opening pick towards mid.
It's going to be that weaker buy here for iNation. I wonder if they'll send out a hero AK. We've often seen them do it quite a few times. But obviously the money, they are just cool on the board, discussing things. Seeing what this buy is going to be here. You can't imagine it'd be a full buy. They'll get a buy next round regardless. Maybe a couple of pistols invested, but there is the AK. Do they actually go for the force? It looks like it. 2 AKs bought out.
Why
They've
not?
proven me wrong pretty quickly.
I think we might see something fast here. Obviously, very limited utility. Only Choiv and Vladen going to be able to have much. Actually, I'd take that back. There's only a couple players with limited utility, being Skipper and Dab. But I think we might see something fast towards B here. I think Macken needs to be prepared.
They haven't really tested those waters of B yet. So I think that does seem like it could be the area of contention.
Yeah, and it seems it. 3 players all going fast towards B here. Macken's nade. That's Vladen getting chipped down to 71 HP. Do have 2
If they
players.
get this B control, will they actually choose? The thing is, if they go now, it seems like the perfect timing. It looks like Atlantic have the read. Look at Typos. He's so close to the B site as well.
Hey, we've got 3 players here. All very close. Mac and Typos. And obviously Hansi on the AWP. Boosting a player up though. The flash, once again, not blinding. Surely they realise that B is the call. Lovely flash from Dab, but look how many Atlantic players are here. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Macken able to find one. Vladen with the Tech 9. Able to get the trade. The goal is the bomb plant here, but he's running for the weapon. Both doing a little bit of chip damage through the smoke. Vladen able to get another. Takes down Hansi as well. What a round from Vladen. 4k on for the ace. And it's just Ming from behind. All players here. Fairly chipped down. The information's been gathered. Ming, 1 versus 3 now. Full blind. And he will get swung by Dav. Dav closing it out. But what a round from Vladen.
Yeah, we've mentioned it in previous games. We say he's not always one of the top performing players in terms of kills, but the impact he has in some of those key rounds, they're so huge. They're really the difference between iNation winning and losing sometimes. And if iNation close out this game, I think you got to look back at that round. Vladen, huge performance there. If that went the way of Atlantic, I think this half would be comfortably in their favour. But now things are getting difficult. Look at the money of Atlantic.
Yeah, I was just going to mention it.
Equip. Yeah, both. They sort of have
to force it, one loss.
Yeah, they have to. Obviously, Hansi, he can't even get an AWP next round unless he glass cannons it. So it's going to be such a tough call to make. But obviously, if they choose to force and they lose, they can be giving up 6-6.
I think as well, obviously, in our interview with Vladen the other day, he spoke about how, players have, he doesn't really mind not always being at the top, but I think he knows within his team the impact he has, and I think that round completely shows it. That, it could have been a potential 7-3 there. They had the weapon disadvantage, and Vladen just stepping up beyond belief, getting that 4K, and just keeping his team in the game, really. And as you mentioned, if they are able to get 6, that would be a real difference maker, as they have opted to force here at Atlantic. 2 players towards Blade. Vladen might be tested here.
You need Hansi and Macken to be some of these top performing players in this round. They need to do a Vladen, really. But Hansi's so aggressive. If he can get taken down early, you've got to think it's going to really favour iNation into this round.
I think as well something you got to remember. Hansi, no utility. Look at the util on the side of iNation. It could just get swarmed here. Has fallen back a bit, though.
I'm gonna say the same thing for Macken now. One flash, he's sort of out of the round.
You have 3 players very close towards A hit. I think Equip's going to be flashing them in. They've just fallen back though. Handsy, information gathered. A little bit of chip damage as well. So a little bit skipper. Very limited health there. This is where Typos is going to be tested with the Deagle. Also the smoke. Oh, Troy running through. Information gathered. Just opting for the Glock. Unable to find anything, but it's a 5 versus 2. Just Skipper and Vladen. They need to find these kills quickly. It's just Vladen now. Needs an absolutely heroic round, but nothing gathered from it. Dav, I think...
What happened there?
Did Dav fall off the map? Did he Molotov? I'm not too sure.
It must have been the Molotov. Yeah, he threw that Molotov. It must have been. And obviously, somehow... Obviously, Troy's got the information of the player in the smoke. But he chose to leave him, hoping his teammates would be able to convert. But no. It just really did not pan out for iNation. And we mentioned how Atlantic, they had to string rounds together. iNation really did there. Now they're the ones forced into these pistols.
Look, it's just going to be a B swarm, but Typos and Macken able to get 4. Typos 18 HP though, but it's just Choiv. No armor. We'll be able to retrieve the AK though. Wonder what he can do with it. Surely will get found here. Has been spotted. Handsy so fast, but unable to convert. That's 2 missed shots there, but Equip will close it out. But this is where you've got to realize iNation are going to be on that full buy now, but they need to win this round, or Atlantic could find 10. And I think that's where you need to be wondering, you know, what do we need to change? What do we need to do? And something that we haven't really seen here is we usually see Choiv utilizing those pauses. I was expecting one maybe after that round that they kind of lost quite easily on that force buy, but we didn't see it. We are going to be seeing aggression here. Look at Equip, able to find 2. Information on the 3rd as well. Oh, Equip.
Oh, he's behind again. I feel like we keep on seeing Equip somehow get behind these players. He's on for the 4th.
Look at Typo, so aggressive here. Surely going to be able to find one. It's just Dragon 1 versus 5 now. Information gathered. They will get taken down, and that's another clean round back to back where Atlantic have kept all players alive here.
I feel like it was just a round ago we were mentioning how bad Atlantic's economy is. Now it's looking so strong. They're going to be able to buy for the rest of the half. And you mentioned they could be looking at 10. They could even be looking at 11.
The last 3 rounds, iNation have only been able to get 1 kill between them. No. Talk about economy. Atlantic's is just so strong now. The only round that they were able to actually get a kill was the round they ecoed, the full eco. Just goes to show how dominant Atlantic have been. They are going to be sending it up though with these Tech 9s. Skipper very fast with the Deagle here, able to find one. Surely needs to be aware of the elevator position. Has just left it open for now. Dragon unable to convert. We'll get the kill eventually. It's a 2 versus 2 now. Dab on that orb will get found though, and it's just Dragon.
Don't know how close he is, so it will allow him to get a bit of time, potentially see if he can retrieve a weapon. Oh, he's been spotted. There, he gets nothing.
And that's the 10th for Atlantic, potential 11th. Obviously, it is their map pick, but you have to imagine iNation are going to want to be doing a little bit better. In the last match we saw on Vertigo, they put up decent numbers against Endangered, especially with their lack of the fact that they don't really play the map. It doesn't seem to be prevalent in their map pool.
Yeah, I mean, in the Vladen interview, he even said how it's most of the time it's their permaban.
Yeah.
But I'm really intrigued to see on this iNation CT side what they're going to be doing. Because obviously this isn't their map pick. They opted for that T side start. So I'm interested to see if we're going to see anything on their CT side. See if there's a reason why they chose that.
I think there's always a reason behind it. Choiv, a brilliant in-game leader, and I think the coach of iNation as well. You can see that they have really, really strong strategies. But it seems as though the T side start maybe not the best idea. But you mentioned it before. Obviously, maybe prefer to be on that comeback instead of kind of keeping the game alive, I guess. There's another player towards ramp here. Skipper surely going to be able to get the trade. I say trade, he didn't even find a kill. It's a 5 versus 3 now, Charlie. Surely iNation close this round out.
They can't let this one slip. 5 rounds is sort of like the minimum that you sort of really be looking at, really allow them to make that comeback happen. But all 3 players are here for Atlantic. There's a defense that's going to work. It's going to be this one, but they all get taken down so quickly, and it's just Mackin in the 5 versus 1. I feel like we haven't seen this situation before.
Be able to get one, but surely nothing else. Yep. That's Dab getting a 2nd kill through the smoke there. But that's the 5th for iNation. Atlantic unable to get that 11th round. But as you mentioned it, I think that, you know, they had to get at least 5, or surely it would have gone the way at Atlantic. But you got to remember, you know, if they do win the pistol and Atlantic force and they win that round again, you know, they're maybe looking at 7, potentially even 8 here. So they're not out of this game, not in the slightest.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, he doesn't really all start with that pistol. Obviously, it can really dictate how the CT economy goes, that pistol round, and obviously we know how brutal the CT economy can be on every map, really, if you just can't get it really flowing. So it's going to be really crucial for iNation to close out this pistol, or at least close out that force buy if they do lose it.
I think something to potentially mention as well on both of these teams here. Everyone on the side of Atlantic is you know, has got a positive KD, whereas on the side of iNation, all of them are negative apart from one who is neutral. And I think just that alone, it just goes to show that the kills are just not going the way of iNation. In the rounds where Atlantic have been winning, they've been winning it so dominantly. Whereas iNation, they've kind of just been clinging on to threads, really. Hansi, though, able to find one. They haven't cleared the sandbags position yet, though.
Yeah, will they do that on the execute? I think they are aware that Dragon could be there.
Got both these players up short. Equip. Lone player towards the ramp. Dab just spamming through the smoke. Unable to connect anything as of yet. Will be full blind. Dragon! Oh, no! Does get the kill. Does get the kill.
Yeah, but look, it's a man disadvantage now. Troy, he's getting flanked on. He's got the key. Surely away. He gets taken down, though. Dragon, that sandbag play, he gets nothing for it.
Typo's now 18 and 6. 3 KD. Playing absolutely insanely. And it seems as though iNation don't have anything to kind of silence Typos. Might be seeing something fast here from the side of Atlantic.
Mention this, we might be seeing that force buy for iNation, and they sort of need to win it, but they do just choose for that eco. They sort of do opt to give up 12 unless a miracle can happen in this round.
You can never count out any round, really. But Atlantic playing so passively, they've got so much utility. These ramp players could just be swarmed here by, you know, a molly and a couple nades. They're slowly taking some control here. Equip used as bait. Oh, but he's able to get one. Able to fall back as well. Gets a 2nd and a 3rd. Unable to connect the 4th, but Hansi closes it out. 3 kills with the Mac 10 as well. Going to be maximizing that money made.
Yeah, and this is it. This is sort of the lifeline for iNation. This one of the last force buys of the game, potentially. Dragon, I think he's questioning. I think he was questioning for a second. Does he glass cannon that AWP? Obviously, he would have no util behind it. Just chooses that M4 this time, but this could be it. This is sort of do or die this round for iNation. If they lose this, it looks too far gone.
Sometimes you do have to take those risks, though, especially with glass cannon. A little bit of chip damage there onto Mackin. 18 HP with the nade. But once again, we've seen Atlantic playing so passively here. We do see this from Choi and Vladen a lot, taking that ramp control. They've done it fairly cleanly. We'll be able to get a kill from it as well. And that's the opening pick on the side of iNation. Something that we've rarely seen in this game. We will just see Skipper fall back. Doesn't want to give up anything as of yet. Look how aggressive Hansi's playing. Able to find the opening pick onto Skipper. That's man advantage lost. Dav here. Going to try and re-aggress towards short. We'll just take that control back. But he's completely alone here. Not anymore though, Dragon.
Almost leaning back towards a Dragon's here to support his teammate, but there are only 2 players here. They still have Equip, selling the fake, but I think they're aware. Surely they've got to be aware that they've seen these players towards A.
I've brought that 2nd player back towards B though. Middle is currently open, and that's something Atlantic, they're not going to be capitalizing on, but it's just Dav and Dragon, the two players here. Oh, Dav so clean with it. Takes down Hansi through the smoke. Oh, Dragon! That's the bomb planter. That's Typo's getting taken down. There's only 15 seconds remaining, Charlie. It's a 2 versus 4. iNation, though, they don't want to give up any picks yet. They want to just guarantee the round. Wait, the smoke's out. Oh, but Dragon unable to save his teammate as of yet, but Choiv and Dragon will close out the round. That's the 6th for iNation. And it just goes to show why they did just opt to Felico on that last round.
Yeah, I mean, it was a risk, but it's paid off. But the more important thing is they have to string these rounds together. Obviously, you mentioned 6 rounds. They're half the scoreline of Atlantic right now. But if they lose this round, their money, it's going to be good enough for one last buy. Or maybe not even that, because they still got to buy util, still got to buy kits, still got to buy weapons. Yeah, if they lose this round, I think it's going to be so tough. So they've got to make sure they win this, reset the Atlantic economy, and get back into this game.
Gotta be worried though. Look at Ming on that Mac 10. Gonna be getting so aggressive here towards ramp. Oh, look how much util's been sent. Hansi though, that's where util being sent, been dropped down to so low HP. Skipper though finding the opening. That's 2 kills on the side of iNation. You mentioned they needed to string rounds together. What a way to start it off.
Yeah, Hansi's solo as well.
Just playing really passively here. Atlantic looking for some aggression, looking for a pick, but none of the iNation want to give one up. Not in the slightest. They know how important this next round is, as it will reset that Atlantic economy and it will spur them on to, have a real chance in this game.
I want to make sure they win it cleanly as well, but look at this boost. Oh, as soon as that smoke fades, Skipper's in a world of hurt.
Might be able to find one, though. Never count a player out. Especially Skipper, so clean. Oh, no, he's getting taken down. He's getting nothing. Oh, he still lives, to be honest. Hasn't been taken down yet. Mac and hit. Just edging up towards the site. Surely be able to find one. Does take down Dragon. It's a 3 versus 4 now. Atlantic got what they wanted. Just that opening pick.
Seemed a bit unnecessary there for Dragon. Still a chance in this round for Atlantic. Hansi, he's going to be the entry. He gets perfect timing, but can't get anything. Dav, he gets the trade back, and it's just killing the 1v3. And that's all it is. 3 players surviving for iNation, building up that economy a bit. And that's going to be the eco now for Atlantic.
Lovely round from iNation. We saw Atlantic, they were able to get a pick back into it. It looked slightly worrying late. Well, it looked slightly worrying. Macken was so ready with that flash, but the 2 players towards short, both playing anti-flash, and it's such a risk, but it paid out for them.
Yeah, now this is one where iNation ideally... Oh, look at all this util damage. Joyvy gets one and just backs off, gets dinged down.
Talk about util damage.
Coming to clean up, yeah. I'd love to see the util stats after that. That looked pure domination. Choiv and Dav.
They didn't want to take any risks.
Combined 600 util damage this game.
I think you can't against those ecos. You can never count out a Glock, maybe even a Tech 9. Just running you down. You sometimes can lose that fight. Whereas these guys, they don't want to take any chances. Just bombard them with grenades. There's nothing they can really do about it. But it is the buy from Atlantic. But it's the possibility for iNation to find 10 here. If they win this round cleanly, they can find the next one as well. They can be well back into this game. As Skipper starting it all off, finding Ming. Vladen here towards the B side might be able to spot his opponent. Surely he does. Only a tiny bit of damage done there.
Yeah, nothing to write home about. Macken got the info as well. And that's it. The present's given. Looks like they've fallen back. Where do they choose to go? It does look like they are going towards this B site for now. Oh, sorry, they're taking mid.
Taking mid, yeah. I was just going to mention that's something we haven't really seen. Obviously, in the last round, they did just send it mid fast, but we haven't really seen Atlantic try and utilize middle. We didn't really see much of it from iNation. And it is a real power play. Dragon's Molotov will just send them back, though. Ooh, information gathered. Oh, wait, that's his teammate. Never mind. Oh, Dragon able to find one. Hansi gets the trade, though. We have 2 players towards this B site, though. Surely they're not expecting the second. Choiv hit. Surely goes unchecked. Able to find one. So worried about that site, but able to just drop in, keep himself alive. And this surely should be a round for iNation.
Boy, he's got to survive here.
Oh,
Oh, he does better than that. He gets one. The bomb is planted. It's equipping the 1 versus 3, and they spotted him. Perfect flash from Troy. Allows Skipper to convert. And with 3 rounds off now, Fred, it's going to be potentially a pistol buy for Atlantic. I mean, in fact, with the bomb plant, they can get a buy if they do choose to. Potentially a half buy coming through.
Galil's not something that I ever want to be using, especially when, in the later stages of this game.
This was 12-5 at one point.
We said iNation starting on that T side. There was a reason for it. And it clearly shows why. Their CT side's so strong. Maybe they did just want to surprise Atlantic. Maybe they wanted to kind of give them a little bit of confidence and let them make those mistakes. And it's clear that iNation have been capitalizing on that.
Yeah, pause is called here. It is from the Atlantic side. Deciding their decision, seeing what they're going to be doing. Seeing what this buy's going to be. Because they can get these AKs out. They can get some Galils.
Surely it's just going to be a minimal investment. Yeah, just some Tech 9s. I'd say maybe they'll try and go down mid, but surely you don't want to be facing Dav and Choive's nades again.
I do like this call. I do think it's the smarter one. Obviously, they could get the rifles out, but it would be at the expense of some utility, potentially even some head armor. But I think this is the safer call to make. You're going to get a guaranteed buy next round, and you can still do some damage, whether it's just to the economy, whether it's to get a bomb plant.
Look at the money on iNation, though. Choive sat at 8.5k. Skipper as well. They have a little bit behind. And I love this from Dragon. Just buying the MP9, trying to make as much money as possible. And I think it's really smart. Obviously, if we did see a full buy from Atlantic, it would have been a real risk. But love that flash from Typos. Selling that A fake. Are they back to back? Oh my god, they are. Dragon, don't do it. Oh, Dragon. That's the first knife of the series.
You spoke about making some money. That's a way to do it.
Done it perfectly. Once again, trying to go mid here. Dav and Choive's nade, so strong. Dodges the flash. Oh, this man is so smart.
Oh, and Mackin, surely his time's limited and it's just a quip. He gets nothing. That was actually insane from Choive. The last second dodge gets those 2 players. That's insane. That's the big brain on the in-game leader of iNation. But with 2 rounds off. It was a pop
flash. How did he even know? Like, oh.
Just the awareness from every player in this server. They would have played these maps so many times. But Hansi, notable play. He's got his AWP out again. Something on the T side. Potentially, this is the change that Atlantic need. This is what they need to get them back into this game.
See it from Dragon as well. Obviously, brought the AWP out. Oh, miss molly from Vladen. We sometimes see the old missed U-tilt. Maybe it's a strategic one to help him see through,
In fact, we saw it quite a bit on the last Vertigo game as well. He pointed out maybe it's just the lack of them playing this map that much.
Oh, Hansi can't find a pick. That's the AWP getting taken down. Does he spot him? No, surely not. Flash coming in. They're playing anti. That's 2 picks for the side of Atlantic. It's a 5 versus 3 now. Atlantic can find 13, but they need to win this round cleanly. Equip, obviously very low HP. Will get found. That's Dav's nade. Doing wonders again.
That's made this round a lot more even. Obviously, the man advantage for Atlantic, but look at where Skipper is. He's still in such a dangerous position. Oh, he's starting to move now. This might be the worst timing.
So unnecessary. He was in such a good position there. The tucked left, just behind that bollard pillar thing. I'm not too sure, but he would have gone unchecked. It's just Dav and Vladen, limited utility here in this clutch situation. I wonder what they do. Oh, aggression been taken, but the flash from Mackin. Surely this is going to be a round for Atlantic. Dav able to get one, but not convert. And Atlantic, that's the first round they've won out of these last 6.
Yeah, it was the one that Hansi's on the AWP as well. Was able to take down Dragon, catch him out of position. But that was 2 times in a row. Both those ramp players got caught out for a utility.
I think a little bit unnecessary as well. I think keep your gun out. Especially when they had information that there were players ramp. You're going to be seeing something potentially fast from Mackin here towards B. But look how deep Madden's getting. Oh, lovely nade there from Choi. Has 37 damage done. Oh, Vladen, they weren't expecting a second. That's the opening pick for the side of iNation. They can't throw this away now, though. And look at Ming getting aggressive through the smoke. Surely they're not aware of him. Ming, perfect flash, able to get one. Looking for the second as well. Doesn't get it. That's Dragon.
Oh, Dragon so quick. That's
Lightning
so
fast.
important as well.
Keeps the man advantage. Very low HP. Vladden here has the chance to take down Typos, though. Typos currently the top performing player on the side of Atlantic.
Look at this, Vladden. He's got two angles to watch. He's got to watch B. He's got to watch mid.
That's where the
He's
call
got
is
so
as well.
much work to do. He needs his teammates to help.
They seem to be coming through now. I love this from Vladden. Playing retake towards B. That flash will delay them a little bit.
The Atlantic playing slow. It's allowing iNation to get some rotates in, get a lot closer to the side, but Typos, he's played so passive.
Oh, and he's falling
backing
back.
off
I
now.
love it. It's so smart. So smart. Doesn't want to take any risks. But there will only be two players pressuring the site now. And it's Equip and Hansi. Oh,
that's
Joy.
it, the bomb planter.
Oh, able to find two now. It's a 3 versus 1. And Typos, the remaining player, you know, we spoke about how he fell off there. Able to find one. Oh, but surely there's nothing he can do. Not going to be sticking the bomb yet, though.
Oh, this round is still so winnable. Dragon solo. He's out of ammo. He pushed it, and Dav, I think he still thought it was a 10-second defuse. Dav didn't show himself the whole time. So smart from him. It forced his hand. And that's it, iNation. They get one back, only allowing Atlantic to get one in a row. This game's still up in the air. Can go either way. Plenty of money on the Atlantic side to buy. Likewise with iNation.
Obviously, though, if they do lose this round... Actually, no, I think they can still get a buy. They do have that loss bonus and Equip and Typos. Still got a little bit of money remaining.
Yeah, especially if they got the bomb plant as well.
iNation, though, looking really strong here. Brought it back from such a disadvantaged position. Only a 2-round difference between these two teams now.
Yeah, definitely not over yet. You've done all the hard work, but there's still more to come. Atlantic, we're seeing glimpses from them. They've just got to be able to get it consistently. It seems like their T side, they've been struggling a bit. Only been able to get one round since those first 2 pistol round wins.
So, you know, it's because the economy, it was really tough for them to manage. Obviously, it's been a little bit better now, but look at the utility between these two teams. Atlantic, they've used so much. Obviously, they have got that ramp control, but was it worth it? I guess we'll see how this round unfolds.
Oh, Skippery's in the sandbags position. They do have a molly on Typos, but no one else.
Seems as though the execute's going to be coming in, but are they falling back? No, he's just going towards short. Ming forced out into the open, able to get both of them. Will get traded by Skipper, though. Hansi gets the kill flashed. And it's just Vladden and Dragon. 2 versus 4 here. We've seen many times Atlantic have such an advantage when going into these executes.
Oh, but look at this. Macken on the B side. He's cleared it. And they're going back. He's so deep. Will they even expect him here? Will they even go for this?
Oh, Vladden. Such a clean kill.
Oh, they'll surely go for this now, but Macken, he's the danger man. He's the one who's called this rotate. And Dragon, he's mollied off.
Can still find this kill. It's not out of the realms of possibility. Flash there, so aware. Macken able to find one, though. Dragon unable to get the trade, and will just opt to fall back. Atlantic, though, they're looking at 14.
Dragon needs to save this as well if they want to be able to buy. Obviously, he can drop over a couple of players. Dav, he can get by himself.
Skip a choice from
Obviously,
Vladden, though.
Yeah, having that no loss bonus makes these rounds really difficult, but that's it. Atlantic, they get another 2 rounds off of the win. 2 rounds off of winning map 1 in this best of 3. In the semi-finals to secure a place in the grand finals.
And I think as well, it just leaves them in a position where they, you know, they have something to fall back on. Okay, yeah, let's say they lose iNation's map pick. We're going to the 3rd map. And I think that's when the pressure really sets in.
Match. You mentioned Troy using his pauses. He's using one now. He knows how important this round is. They've done such a good job to bring this game back, obviously, after such a big deficit, really. They were 10 fall down at one point. So obviously they're going to want to do whatever they can in this round because this could be it. This is going to be their last full buy if they lose this.
You're seeing once again Atlantic try and take that ramp control. I think them going towards A is a much smarter call. We've seen iNation absolutely dominate towards that lower B ramp area. iNation haven't really had anything to silence Atlantic towards ramp. And maybe we do need to start seeing Dragon peek in there, you know, maybe a little bit more aggression. But they constantly, time and time again, they seem to be falling back after taking some A aggression, and it's not working for them. I think they really need to start taking the control. They are going for that traffic cone boost.
Yeah, we can see it be a really double-edged sword sometimes. It can either be so strong, or you can seem to get nothing from it. One flash, one molly. We'll see what happens here.
Oh, they've gathered that info there. We'll just be forced back with that Molotov. There are 3 players towards this A site now. Wonder what they're going to be doing. Just complete silence on this map. Macken trying to sell a little bit of a fake, but Vladden not falling for it. And this is where the aggression comes through. Ming able to get one handsy as well. 5 versus 3. We've seen this time and time again here from Atlantic. Playing it really slow, waiting for iNation to make a mistake, and they have. Oh, that's Shoaib getting taken down. Is it 2 versus 5 now, Charlie? Surely this is the 15th for Atlantic.
Yeah, surely this is going to have to be a save again. It's these 2 rifles, Vlad and Dragon. They're going to want to keep these weapons alive. They've got 1 round for survival. Handsy survives on 1 HP.
Something to mention, Atlantic, they were just held back. They were waiting for that aggression from iNation. And as the time ticked down, I think iNation, they obviously wanted to get some control back because, you know, they weren't sure whether it was A or B. But I think in those situations, sometimes you do just need to just halt a little bit. You don't need to take that aggression. Just keep yourselves alive, I guess. Is Handsy where's Handsy saving? Oh, he's already towards T-spawn.
He's miles away, not dying to that bomb today. But a bit of an update on the B stream. Zero to Nasty. They are in their second map versus Lagods. They've taken the first one. So
who's map pick?
In a great spot. I believe it is now onto the Lagods map pick. So that's shaping up to be a great game on the B stream as well. So obviously right now Zero to Nasty, they're favourites to win that. So we could be seeing Zero to Nasty in the final against one of these 2 teams. And looks like Atlantic could be taking map 1 unless iNation have anything to say about it. Unless Choi has anything to say about it. Takes down a Quip. That's the MP9. But look at Typos. Gets betrayed back.
Choi completely unaware of that ladder position. Just wasn't expecting it. Whereas Typos, he's been playing the position every single round. We've seen him towards ladder time and time again. Obviously, we haven't seen much aggression from iNation. So they had nothing really to go off when it came to the position of these players on that T side. Look how deep Ming is, though. Able to find one. Aware of the player towards... I say aware, not aware of the player towards headshot.
Look how fast they're bursting here in Atlantic. There are 2 CTs here, but not too much util to defend it.
Lovely flash from Dav.
Oh.
Able to get both as well. Dav Vladden though. 2 versus 1 now. Gonna extinguish the molly. But Typo's the top performing player on the side of Atlantic. What a round to win if he were to take it. But Dav, perfectly timed util there. Lovely flash, able to get 2 and did close out the round as well. And Dav's playing really well. Really, really well. Usually you...
About to point it out, this is obviously his first game as an actual permanent iNation player, so a really big one for him to be stepping up and a really big round for him to be stepping up. Do or die there. Give iNation a buffer, another chance. If they win this...
They can take 14.
Yeah, and that's going to be anyone's game, but... They've got to win this first, and it's easier said than done.
Look at Vladden, though. Let me able to find this player, and he does. As I said, iNation looks so strong towards that B site, towards that B ramp position, and they've done it time and time again. They've got that opening pick. Taking down the AWPer. Obviously, a little bit of util disadvantage and weapon. We do have Skipper on that FAMAS. But Atlantic now, they need to get a pick back into this game, or into this round. We might see iNation take that 14.
Bomb is going back towards that B position. Regrouping with the team. There are 2 players here waiting.
I think he's just hiding towards quad hit. I don't think they're going to be mollying it. Oh no, the molly comes through now. So much utility. Vladen stuck behind the Molotov. Oh, unable to get one. Does a fair bit of damage. Just Choiv here. Gonna try and take down the player pushing up ramp now. It's a 4 versus 2. Choiv doing a lot of damage, but unable to convert, but down with the nade. We've said this time and time again. iNation's utility, so strong. And it's just typos once again in the 1 versus 3.
What can they do here? Retrieving the bomb. Any damage that they do is huge. Oh, the timing! Dragon!
Oh.
This is winnable now. He's half HP. Both these players tagged by the molly. Information is gained.
Oh.
Typos does go down, though. But that timer for Dragon, that is brutal.
He's going to be kicking himself.
Going to be kicking typos.
So unfortunate, but sometimes it is just a little bit of timing. Was holding that angle for so long. And then obviously unscoped the second typos peaked. You're going to be seeing the half bite from Atlantic here. Some Deagle Spore and only one player with armor. But this should be a pretty much guaranteed round here for iNation.
Yeah, this would be a devastating way to lose it.
Look how much utility they have though. The double nade. Doing so much damage. That's Choiv and Dav. You know.
Combining the brains on iNation, the utility on iNation, taking down 2 players without even spotting them.
What a
You said
pairing.
a round that should be almost guaranteed. Yeah, it looks hard to lose it now.
They're up to 700 utility damage between them now.
I'll be more after that round as well, obviously, when that scoreboard
Oh,
updates.
yeah, it hasn't even updated yet. Got to be 900. That is just so punishing. Whereas on the side of Atlantic, their whole team combines probably not going to be anywhere near 900.
iNation, they need to win this cleanly. I say that as Dav gets taken down. Skipper, oh, if he got dropped to that was the A-side clear.
That was a 3 versus 3. They don't want to give anything up, though, now. Maka might be able to retrieve that weapon, and he does have armor. Surely that's the goal here. And he does get it. 2 flashes as well on equip. I wonder what the play is going to be, but they have gathered that info. And they are going to be just sending the flashes over now. Maka able to get 1. It's a 2 versus 3 now. Oh, but Skipper elevated. Information gathered on the last player as well. And that's 14, Charlie. We could be seeing overtime here. And look at the money on iNation. We'll be able to buy.
Yeah, pause called here. I think both teams are going to need this, but it was called on the side of Atlantic. I don't want to point anything out. I don't want to curse anything, but the last time we saw iNation play this, they played against the Goose, Endangered, sorry. 16-14 they lost. Will it be a similar storyline? Will they take us to overtime on the 3rd map of what will be a great series?
What a way to start it out as well. Going straight down to the wire. 30 rounds being played, guaranteed, potentially even more. That's the end of the pause. We're going to be going into it. We do have the AWP on Hansi and also Dragon. Dragon needs to find an opening pick here, though. We saw a lot on the T side, but we haven't seen it that much on this CT side.
Dav and Typos both topping the scoreboards with 24 kills apiece.
Look at Hansi, though. No armor. That's a risk. Oh, but he gets the opening pick onto Skipper. Doesn't need armor. Able to find that first kill. And iNation, they really need to take some aggression. They need to take some control. But Macken very ready towards this B ramp position.
That must have been a mistake on Hansi. He could have bought armor.
Yeah, must have been.
Oh,
Look
but
at Typos.
Dragon. He could be giving up the second pick. Ken Dragon, he does tag him. Does get away, though. Information gained as well. And this is where the ramp hit starts to come in. Dav and Choiv, they have a lot of work to do here.
Hansi, though, without any armor. The U-tilt could do so much damage. We still have that nade on Dragon as well. Dragon has been sent towards that B site. Oh, look at this Molotov, Ming. Might be able to find the pick here. Oh, they will just drop the smoke. Don't want to take any risks as of yet. Macken, though. Choiv, though, able to get out, and that was the aim. That was the goal. Look how aggressive Typos is getting. Takes down Vladen. Wonder what they do here. Oh, Dragon will get a pick back. Makes it fairly even between these two teams now.
Yeah, And Macken, we've seen him be able to find those picks on the B side.
Oh my god!
It looks like he tried to do it again.
There's 20 seconds left. Look how far the bomb is. Oh
yeah, there's
god!
two plays here as well. Ming's pushing up.
All they need to do is stop the bomb. Oh, look how much damage is done. There's 7 seconds left. They just need to rush the bomb. Oh, he pushes through the smoke though. Ming able to find Dav.
Yeah, look how low both these players are though. Dragon, he's got the AWP, so it might not matter.
2 versus 2 now. Dragon has a smoke as well. Might be able to drop it on the bomb. Yeah, he does. Doesn't stick it though. Just opts for the tap. Can be elevated here as well. He's going to be sticking it though. Oh,
no way.
No, surely not. Oh my god! He takes it to overtime!
14 HP! He dodges the bullets! I can't believe it. How? Oh, that looked like such an iNation round, and then Dav pushing through the smoke. It cost that man advantage. You mentioned at the time, that was the biggest enemy to Atlantic that round. That was the biggest enemy that stopped them from closing out. And Dragon dodging the bullets in the smoke. 5 seconds, sticking it all. Troy couldn't do anything to defend him. And somehow the bullets didn't connect, and we are going to overtime.
If iNation are able to take this map, what a story. Just sticking the bombs, solo HP. Oh.
One bullet needed to connect at the end there. They did all the damage early on. They just couldn't connect the last one.
If iNation do take this map as well, they will be on their map pick, on Inferno. Their favoured map.
It's all even up again. The money's all even. The rounds are all even. And so is the storyline again. You've got to reset mentally after all of this.
This whole game's fully reset. Treat it as 0-0. Oh, Hansi finds Skipper again. 2 rounds in a row that Hansi's got that pick. Dragon gonna try and find the pick back.
Would they expect Dav so close though? He's got tucked in. It's a big risk, especially as Hansi was holding it. But he has made it here.
Oh, they've gathered that information as well. Seen that Molotov drop in.
Has been able to fall back, obviously, with the util accompanied with it.
I'm going to be pushing up now. No control being taken as of yet, but this is where Macken, he can get found by Vladen. Oh, the molly just landing in between the 2 smokes. Hansi, though, looking for another pick. Doesn't get the timing on the player short. You are really just giving away picks, though, aren't you, iNation? Hansi, 2 rounds in a row, 2 points in this round, able to find kills so cleanly. Could have found the short player as well. And iNation just taking so much aggression here.
Hansi is so low, but Dav has to find something here. He gets 1. Surely can't get anything else. He's 9 HP. This round sort of relies on Dragon. But look at Macken again. As soon as Dragon leaves, that's the B-side clear. He's got all the information. But this time they have to plant A.
We mentioned it before. Hansi a little bit slow to start, but it's clear. Hansi's found his AWPing ability. Finally warmed up into this match, and what a time to do it in overtime.
Dragon looks like he... Oh, will he be able to save the AWP? He could be pushing into these players here.
Oh, able to get another. That's the aim, though. Got to keep that AWP alive, especially because of the money here. You're going to want to be getting a buy into every single round. Whereas if you fall with the AWP, you know, you're relying on a teammate dropping it for you. And it makes the money really tough for that 3rd round.
It's just that 10k overtime. Often if you lose the first 2 rounds on the CT side quite cleanly, you sort of have to force in the last. It's not a great full buy, and it makes things really challenging. But that AWP is safe, so the money shouldn't be too big an issue on the iNation side, hopefully.
Such a strong game from nearly everyone in the server here. We've seen glimpses from everyone, and I'd say that round was won solely on the back of Hansi. So clean with the AWP there.
Yeah, everyone's had their moments, and that was definitely Hansy's. Such a big round. Given Atlantic that first round of overtime, obviously we know the T side, they've been struggling to get these rounds. 5 rounds on both teams on their T side. So anything that they can get in overtime is a bonus.
Atlantic here, once again getting a little bit aggressive towards that A site. But you can't just give Hansy a free kill here. He's been holding the sandbags position time and time again. Look at these two players towards B though. Vladen and Macken. We've seen it so many times. Here's Dragon with the AWP though. Might be able to find Hansy here. Sees his shoulder, gets the kill as well. Might be able to get a second through the smoke. Talking about players stepping up when needed. Look at all the players on the side of Atlantic here. Atlantic, iNation getting kills. Look at Typos. How's he got there? Did he go through? He must have gone through mid.
Players are just sneaking their way through B.
I don't think he must have gone through mid because Choiv and Vladen both towards B there. That's the first round for iNation on this CT side, and they need to win this second here. Obviously, we'll get a bye from both teams. But Dragon with the AWP, first kill. Relatively simple, but that second one, the flick through the smoke, so perfect.
Yeah, we're leveled up again. This last round is going to be so important for iNation. The CT side has been favoured.
A lot of util being sent from the side of iNation. Not much chip damage though. Look at Macken though. He's played so passively here. Vladen gotten so aggressive. Oh, Dragon with the trade though with that 5-7. Look at Choiv here. Aware of the push from Typos. That's a big hitter getting taken down. It seems though they are just going to be going towards A, but Dav boosted up. It's a 4 versus 2. iNation really need this round. Oh, Dragon in the back lines.
Yeah, this should be it. Unless Equip can pull out some miracles here. The 1 versus 4. He's made it to a 1v3. 68 HP. He does have the bomb on his back. But surely this is too tall a task.
Skipper just falling off as well. Don't want to give up a pick. All 3 of them going to be going around here. Equip's going to be so confused. Can't find a single player. No contact been made as of yet. Emphasis on as of yet. Skipper swinging, able to find the kill, and that's 17 rounds for iNation. They are 2 rounds off that final, but you got to remember they're on the T side now. They're on that tougher side, and as you know, you mentioned it earlier, both of these teams only able to find 5 rounds on that T side.
Yeah, and you have to think if Atlantic are able to close this game out in this half, you have to really give props to Hansy because it came from that first round. He was the star player in that first round of overtime. And iNation need that. They need someone to be able to step up on their T side to at least be able to guarantee them 1. And then that's where they can start to push for the second, start to push for the game win. Obviously, they made a great comeback in this game. They've really showed their resilience. And this is where they can start to actually get a reward from it. But Atlantic, they're going to do whatever they can to stop this because we know how dangerous iNation are on Inferno. So Atlantic, they've got to win this game. You've got to think they've got to close out this first map.
Something I'd like to mention, a player Vladen. Obviously, is going to be. He was that kind of solo B defender from for the most of that CT half. Look at Hansy getting so aggressive. But he's done well to keep himself in this game. I think, you know, sometimes as that B player, you get very little insight into the game. You know, if the enemies don't go towards B, you're just constantly on the old retake A. And with the way A site's being taken on that T side, just the wall of smokes makes it really difficult. But Vladen's been able to keep himself in this game. So, big props to him.
No kills traded so far. Only 7 damage done on the whole server. Boost hasn't worked out. It is a bit like the silence before the storm here. Everyone knows how important this round can be. If iNation win this, that's when the panic alarm starts setting.
Looking for a pick towards middle. Nothing's been given to them as of yet. Dav getting a little bit aggressive towards short here. Might be able to find the player peeking. Sees the gun barrel. Oh, just a pre-fire. Able to take down Ming. That's the opening 4 iNation. Hansi, though, trying to get that pick back with the AWP. Might be able to find it here. Dav needs to keep himself alive, but both of these short players... Oh, Hansi missing the shot.
Oh, this Molly, though. Gonna force the equip. He gets taken down, and Hansi's so low. This is surely it. iNation should get their first T round. The spam. Dav's getting taken down to half, but no kill converted.
As you mentioned, Charlie, the panic alarm surely going to be setting in now. Wonder whether they go for it or not. Surely they've just got to... Surely they've got to save her. It's a 2 versus 5. See a lot of confidence. They are going to be going for it. Such a risk here. Do have the AWP push.
Obviously, they don't have a choice to lose another round. So it shouldn't really matter. They have to win both these rounds.
Unable to find anything, though.
Yeah, no mistakes can be made now. This could be the potential last full buy for Atlantic. And it feels like we were saying this the whole game about iNation. And somehow they're the ones in the lead out. They're the ones who've taken this driver's seat. And they're 1 round away from taking Atlantic's pick. What looked destined to be Atlantic's. The comeback, the resilience from iNation is so good. And now they're 1 round away.
Saying that, Typo's able to get 2. They're pushing through the Molotov. Perfectly played round from him. Look how fast they are towards this B site. Dav needing to get a couple kills here to keep his team alive. Able to find 1, but he's in the 2 versus 4 now. Vladen finds 1 towards middle. 2 players towards this B site. Dav's going to be tested here. He's going to be forced into a gunfight. Will get found. And it's Vladen, 52 HP towards middle. Will be tested. Hansi, though, gets the clean kill.
Yeah, that seemed...
Bit of a misplay from
yeah,
iNation.
the fact that there wasn't a flash onto Typos there just allowed him to get those 2 kills through the molly quite cleanly. And this is it. And to keep Atlantic into the game, to bring us to second overtime, Atlantic have to win this. Or to bring us onto Inferno. This could be iNation's round.
I think as well, iNation, they've been match point for 1 round now. If they're unable to convert, especially when being match point for 2 rounds, I think they're going to be a little bit disappointed. Oh, Hansi, 16 HP here, stuck behind the wall. We'll be able to get out. Dav dropped down to 34 HP here from that Molotov. That's a little bit
uncontested as well. Sort of traded those damage. Obviously, it's a lot more detrimental to a rifler than it is an AWPer.
Yeah, Hansi still in a position to do a lot of damage. Gonna be just going towards that B side. They're gonna try and take that B aggression. The numbers on A very limited, and that's where the play's gonna be. The Molotov's gonna come out. Let's have the instant smoke, but he has the nade. Oh, equip dropped down to 48. They're going back towards B here. What a cool. Macken getting aggressive as well. No player's been taken down as of yet.
Oh, this round relies on Macken. The game relies on Macken. There's so many players here. He has to get 2. You've got to think he gets 1. He gets 2. Dragon is brought down low, and Choi, if he does get it and equip, he gets 1 as well before getting dropped.
The 2 versus 2
advantage.
Now. 2 versus 3.
Low still.
But Typos closes it out, and Hansi with the AWP. We mentioned health didn't really matter, but that's second overtime now. And Atlantic, they're going to be starting on that T side. Typos made it to 30.
Yeah, Macken, what a round from him, though. Almost got 3 kills. You have to think, if he only got 1, that still looked like an iNation round. And the fact that Equip mollied off, trapped in that sandbags position, was able to get out alive. I mean, get out with a kill before getting dropped was something you got to think. You've got to give him great props there.
I think something I'm going to mention, obviously we saw it in the round prior to the last one. We saw Typos able to get 2 just because of the lack of utility, no flash thrown. We saw it again there. iNation, they just opted to go out a little bit contact. Obviously, they weren't too aware of the player very deep, as it was, a bit of a risk for Atlantic. But they could have just sent a flash, just a simple 1 piece of utility, and that round would have been completely different. Obviously, they did have limited utility themselves, wanted to save a little bit for the execute, but I think why take the risk? Look at this aggression, though, from iNation. Choi, so fast here.
No kills converted yet. Macken still uncontested on B. All the remaining players are towards this A site. Equip gets 1. Ming with 2. Almost 3.
Typo's surely going to get this trade. And this fast round has not gone the way of iNation in the slightest. Seems as though their kind of passive playstyle's out the window. They try to send it fast towards A there, and they weren't successful.
I think we're going to be looking at this thinking these one round on the T side of overtime is sort of going to be necessary here.
It's just all about which team can get those 3 rounds on CT. We might see it here. Macken, lovely nade there. Look at the damage. Vladen, 17 damage done. That's going to utilize those M4s. Look at Choive. Might be able to take down Typos here, and he does.
An advantage for this T side here, and a necessary one.
iNation need to close out this round. It will be very tough for them. They can't give it up.
Some of this re-aggression from the CT side, the old Handsy. He could get a lot of picks here. He gets one. He's able just to back off for free. That's the trade's gone back. Yes, iNation do take ramp, but at what cost? They lose Dav in the process. Their top performing player.
Do still have a lot of utility from the side of iNation. It seems as though they are just sending it towards that A site. A fair call to make, but we do have 3 players on the side of Atlantic already towards here. And there's a player on the flank. Equip, are they ready for him?
All able to back off. It's a 4 versus 4. Make that 4v3 as Troy gets his second into the round. Equip, the flank you mentioned, gets taken down.
Oh, this is a very promising round for iNation. 3 versus 2 now. Looking for the bomb. Oh, Handsy able to find one. Sees the player elevated as well. Doesn't able to get the pick. But Vladen in the 1v1, but closes it out. And that's the first round for iNation in this overtime. A very, they're going to be ecstatic about that. If they are able to get this second one as well, it leaves them in such a good position on that CT side.
Yeah, I think they've done the bare minimum. If they can get another. But look at what it's done to the economy. See, these rounds getting so close on both sides. This 10k overtime is quite a controversial topic in the CS community. Because look, this is where you want buy against buy. The best buy. And Choive's onto a Galil.
Vladen getting found early. That double B setup from Atlantic really working for them. Wonder what the game plan is now. In the last round, they had that advantage. Whereas they lost the advantage to take ramp, but they don't really have the opportunity to do that now. They need to get a pick, and they need to get one fast. Oh, and there it is. Skip able to find one. Aware of Ming. Gets a second. It's gone from a 5 versus...
Clear.
It's gone from advantage to Atlantic. It's advantage for iNation, and they're going to be going back towards this B side. It's the perfect timing. Macken is just falling off now. Information
got the information. The Dragon's entry in. The trade does come through. That's all you could really ask.
That's the goal here. Look at Dav, though, out in the open. Tapping the bomb. Stuck in the Molotov, though. He's dropping the smoke. 2 versus 2 now. Needs to get a pick. Oh, he's able to get one. What about the player pushing through the smoke, though? They're gambling it. Oh, my God, he lives. How is he alive?
Oh, how is he alive?
Oh, my God.
He just one taps it to end. Equip. He's going to be devastated about that. Going into the second half. That would have been a 1v1 at the end. Bombed down. The last place towards the stairs position. That's given up 2. We mentioned how those 1 rounds seem necessary. But 2 on the T side. The side that teams are really struggling to get rounds. That's where you got to look and be like, this is a worrying sign.
You said, 1 round, the bare minimum. 2 rounds, they're going to, they were hoping for something, and they've really got it now. They only need 2 rounds to close out this game. And Atlantic, time and time again, they've been looking very, very weak on that T side. Both of these teams really... iNation have a really strong chance to close this out on Atlantic's map pick. And I wonder what that's going to do to the mentality of the Atlantic players, especially going into iNation's map pick.
Obviously, overtime, it is sort of the playbook. They are sort of all thrown out the window a bit. This is where you're relying on individuals, your in-game leader, your coaches, to really step up and help the team, because this is where anything can really happen.
Look at Vladen getting really aggressive. Oh, we've seen the run boost. Macken able to find the kill. That's something we haven't seen in a while. There's 2 kills for the side of Atlantic. Talk about stuff getting kind of lost from the playbook. No one was expecting that run boost.
Yeah, well, and perfect time to do it as well. Getting that pick. Surprisingly, every Vertigo game we've casted, haven't seen a single one of those run boosts. Finally, we have. And it worked out perfectly for Mackham.
It's so risky, but this is the time to do it. You're 2 rounds down on that T side. You need to take a risk. And what a risk it was. Played out for them perfectly, but it seems as though they're going to be going towards this A site. And it is just Dragon here with the AWP. Going to need to do absolutely everything. Able to... Oh, he doesn't get the first! He shoots through the... like the scaffolding.
Yeah, it's devastating. Still 5 players up against him here.
Oh, very close to the smoke here. Taking a risk. Able to find the kill. Will get traded, though. Choiv, though, in between the players. Able to get one, but not another. And it's just Dav here. Doesn't get the timing. That's the 20th for Atlantic. We're all evened up now.
If iNation lose this, their money's going to be in absolute disrepair. And that's when Atlantic can take this game. So this round, oh, it's going to be a crucial one.
To make or break for iNation. Obviously, if they are able to win it, it does guarantee their kind of the next overtime, and it guarantees a chance of winning it. Whereas for Atlantic, if they're able to take this, they could take the game quite easily.
Bullets narrowly off, but Vladen does take Hansi down, and he's been actually the danger man for Atlantic in this overtime.
Yeah, perfectly kind of position peak from Vladen there. Vladen no longer towards that B site. It's just Dragon with the AWP. Something Mackham might not be expecting. He's been facing Vladen every single round here. Oh, Skipper able to get one. Vladen surely going to get the trade. That's the bomb. Oh, God, this is a real problem for Atlantic now. They had the chance to take the win, but it's a 1 versus 4 now, Charlie. Oh, Vladen. Playing anti-flash, closing out the round. And we've seen him go towards A here. And what a show he's put on. He's been unleashed towards that ramp position.
Yeah, another match point now for iNation to take the game. They've got their 1 round to secure 3rd overtime. Or 2nd overtime, sorry. Wait, is it 3rd overtime? Yeah, 3rd overtime.
Yeah.
Getting lost with the amount of overtimes we're getting. They could be taking us to Inferno with this round.
We are seeing the peak from Hansi here. We've seen it time and time again towards ramp. Needs to be successful here. Two players towards this B site. But look how deep Vladen's got. Oh, able to get one. Surely he won't be able to get a second. We'll get traded by Equip now. 4 versus 4.
Would they expect Choiv so close? Will they even push from it? It is just Equip here. And they're backing off.
Look at that boost on towards A. I've never seen this before. Doubt we'll be able to find anything though, but it seems as though they are going to be going towards A. Made the right call. And Skipper and Dav on this boost. Surely they're not expecting this. Oh, Skipper able to take down Ming.
But look how far one is behind. Oh, does damage onto Skipper, but Typos can't convert. This is man advantage. This is for the game.
Miss smoke here from Skipper. They're going to be boosting Dragon up. What a time to do it. They haven't seen him. Dav able to take down the bomb planter. Equip needs to get this kill quickly. And he does. Ooh, 2 kills there. Oh, but Skipper, it's just Equip. 1 versus 2 now. Stuck behind the smoke. But it has dissipated. Equip needs to try and find a kill here. And he does. He finds one. It's the 2 in-game leaders battling out here. Equip versus Choiv.
Just going to be sticking that bomb. Half HP. No util on either player. It's all about raw aim. It's all about the gunfights.
Got to remember this though. Equip has taken a little bit of damage. Oh, we've seen the nades from Choiv in this whole game. Doesn't close it out, but Equip, he takes down Choiv, and we're going to a 3rd overtime here. What a clean 1-tap there.
Yeah, that looked like it. That looked like it should have been iNation's game again. And you've got to think, we spoke about the mentality of Atlantic having such a dominant lead, and iNation coming back. The amount of match points iNation have now had, but they just haven't been able to convert it. They had man advantage in that round. There's a 2v1 at the end as well.
Just what a position Atlantic have been in. They've clawed themselves back, and they got it to another overtime. Obviously, iNation will be starting on that CT side for this overtime. But they need, you know, we haven't seen a team get all 3 rounds on the CT, and I think once we see that, that's when we'll, you know, that's when I think we can expect the game will be over. But third OT.
So back and forth this game, though. It's so tough to decide who's going to be the winner.
I think as well, we talk about sometimes towards the end of a series, towards that third map, sometimes players will make those simple mistakes because of just fatigue. Whereas, you know, we're already in third overtime, 42 rounds being played, nearly 2 matches worth.
Oh, Vladder, look at the damage he does. Mackin and equip so low.
Oh, look at this nade.
Oh
my god. Oh, it finds equip. Got the Molotov as well.
He did on the Handsy as well. There's another nade. And that's it. 2. All the util is coming in. It's all util kills. And it's just typos.
Dav will close it out. Just pure utility. That's what, 3 kills?
Maybe even 4. Yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah,
3 kills with util, but all the damage.
1 round. Absolutely ridiculous. You mentioned the iNation utility.
Oh my god, okay.
So nuts.
Choiv and Dav have 1,300 util damage combined. 1,300. That's 13 kills worth of util.
Unbelievable. Oh, maybe unnecessary aggression there from Choiv.
That's the util god getting taken down. Dragon as well, getting found.
Yeah, well, look like such a promising start for iNation. Look at the money in the reserve of Atlantic. If even damage was done, surely they would be forced onto really weak weapons into their last round of overtime, or this last round of this half.
Obviously, they're not out of this game. Look at these 2 players towards middle. Typo's playing so passively, but equips here as well. Oh, it's just a 1 versus 5. Skipper, if there was a round for you to go beast mode, it would be this one. Surely he will just get found by equip here. Yeah, gets taken down. All 5 players on the side of Atlantic stay alive. iNation, they do need to secure this next one, or it will leave Atlantic in a very strong chance to take this game.
Once again, so back and forth. What looked like such a dominant round from iNation in the first round. Last one, absolute domination for Atlantic. So hard to separate these 2 teams.
You can clearly see why both of them are in this semi-finals position. 2 sides of the same coin, just back and forth. Seeing a little bit of aggression here from iNation towards A. Typos has bested the mid player nearly every single round now.
Ooh, missed smoke there.
Just kind of dropped off a pixel. Oh, equip finding Dav. It's another 2-man advantage for the side of Atlantic. But Vladen, we spoke about the amount of times he stepped up when needed in that 4K on that, in a potential force buy in regulation. But it's a 2 versus 3 now.
Our regrouping bomb is getting planted as we speak.
They have a lot of utility. Skipper and Choiv. Oh, they found the first. It's a 2 versus 2 now. It's Handsy and Mackin with the AWP. Perfect smoke from Choiv. Just going to be dropping it. Allowing them to cross the site. Skip has the smoke as well.
Well, this could be used into the bomb. We already know how iNation love a ninja defuse. Handsy gets the tray, just tapping away in the bomb.
No
it's
way.
another stake. There's no way. How?
How do they do
Again,
it?
you
How?
can't
Come
do
on,
this,
come on.
iNation.
Oh.
Atlantic, they're gonna be crying. It's another ninja.
Just Handsy had the read, was doing so much damage, but just decided to, you know, fall back on the off chance that he wasn't on the bomb. He dropped him down to so low HP, but it wasn't meant to be. And that's the second round on CT side for iNation here, but they do need to do a lot of work here on this T side. They need to get both rounds, and that's a feat that I think we might not see. We saw it, you know, potential for it in the last half.
Yeah, could we be looking at 4 overtimes there?
Oh, I think so. There is a possibility of it.
Is there a possibility this game will end?
I think we'll be here all night, Charlie.
I do think we deserve to be fair. It's a game that I think it's so hard to separate these two teams. I think everyone is performing so well. Everyone's having those key rounds. And I think neither team deserves to lose. Oh, but look at the util on Hansi. 12 HP, this Orpa. I feel like he's never been above 20. He's getting chipped down every round. And somehow he always makes it work.
Doesn't need the health. Just able to get the kills, regardless of HP, regardless of weaponry, really. Been playing really well here, but this double play towards middle. Oh, Dav able to get one. Troy getting the trade as well. They've got that advantage. And they need to get this first round. If they can take it, it's going to be so, a great success for them. Mac and able to get one, though. Not a... Whoa, my God! What a 180 flick there. We'll get traded by Choi. It's a 2 versus 2. And you mentioned it before. Hansi's so low HP here. We do have the flank, though.
Mac again on this B site. Somehow, out of nothing, creating absolute miracles. Ming gets one. It's just Dragon. The Orpa has a slightly slower second half to the game. This is the time to step up.
He could just opt for a rifle here, but he surely will find Hansi. Aware of the second player as well. Oh, Ming in such a tough position here. Going to be peeking the Orpa. Dragon could just use the pistol.
Time. Oh,
has he got it? Yeah, he's got it.
Ming's won it, surely.
Perfectly played round. Yeah, he does take it.
So important, but Dragon couldn't convert. Got the first one, the hard one, you'd think.
Maybe just switching to that pistol. Maybe getting a little bit aggressive there, trying to catch Ming off guard. But another great retake from Atlantic. I think we might be seeing a fourth OT. There's a chance for it.
iNation players, they are lining up towards this B site. Bomb isn't collected yet. So it could just be a default. Leaning towards this B though.
Skipper though going to try and take some aggression towards A. Do a little bit of chip damage. Hansi is still alive, so would be happy to get dropped down to 20 HP. He's been doing it time and time again.
Will they expect Hansi in this? Oh, he is playing this short angle. We've seen him a number of times he's getting these picks here.
Might be able to get one here. Ming's going to be sending the flashbang in as well. Nothing found as of yet. We've got 2 players towards B here. We got there's only 2 defenders towards the A site. Equip falling off middle though is aware of that impending A hit. Fladden selling the fake towards B. Oh, and look what it's done. Look what it's done. They've rotated 2 players off A. Oh, iNation, they need to just go fast now. There's only 1 defender here. Faster rotate in, though. Oh, Skipper able to find one. Another player pushing short. Skipper finds a second. Might be able to find the third here. Information gathered. Equip, so low HP. Will get taken down. Skipper does eventually swing. Finds typos. There's 17 seconds left, Charlie.
But look at Vladden. Vladden's in the flank. Oh, it's all about timing.
It's all on Vladden.
Look at the bomb.
No, Vladden's won the round. Yep. Perfectly played round from iNation. They guarantee a spot in that 4th overtime, but they could potentially win it here.
Once again, it's an iNation match point. Will this time they be able to convert it, or will Atlantic once again bring us to another overtime?
They're getting so close, they just can't put their toe over the line. They just can't convert.
Oh, look at this. Atlantic, they don't have a single kit. That's what the damage has done.
No.
Their utility's not perfect either. No kit.
Don't think they'll...
No, not much utility. Oh, this could be it.
Don't think they'll
but
be able...
Hansi, he's had a knack of getting these kills in these difficult rounds.
Skipper as well, selling a little bit of a fake towards A here. Trying to utilize his util. Try and burn a lot of the util on the side of Atlantic. Look what it's done. The A site util looking so low. Hansi just a nade. Oh, Skipper finding the opening. That's the Orpa. That's the hard hitter on the side of Atlantic getting taken down. And this is where iNation, they have the util advantage. They can just play it slowly here.
Yeah, Skipper's had a tough job in this. a lot of the time just entering alone towards this ramp, being that solo lurk if they are going towards B. And he had a very tough first regulation, but in this overtime really stepped up.
They are just going to be going towards A here. There is a player towards sandbags though. They do have a couple Molotovs to use on him. Yeah, Ming just going to be dropping the smoke here. Do have one nade here on Skipper. Wonder whether he uses it. Molotov will come out. Ming going to have to be flashing through the smoke. Going to be swinging. Oh, isn't going to be swinging. Just going to be playing slow. Oh, but Dav able to get one. Oh, Ming unable to find anything. It's a 4 versus 2 here. Potential last round.
And look where Typos is still on the B site. And that's it. It's a 3 versus 1.
Surely
Choice
this is the...
20 HP. Dav half. Typos, we mentioned it. No kit.
Surely this is the game. Only one single flashbang. Vlad can drop the molly now and it might, could be game over.
Yeah, look, all playing together. They don't want anything to lose here. The bomb getting tapped. Typo's got to come up absolutely massive and gets nothing. iNation, they finally take it in third overtime.
They went the distance, but they did eventually get their toe over the line. They were able to convert it, but in amazing fashion. Just able to find that 25th round. But what are you thinking after that one, Charlie? It was an absolute amazing matchup there. First map going the way.
I mean, I mentioned it. I don't think either team deserved to lose. I think everyone put up such a great fight. Atlantic, there's such a good regulation, but iNation, they fought so hard, they fought so bravely to come back into this. And then it felt like the roles were reversed a bit. iNation were in the driver's seat, and it was always Atlantic coming back. And I feel like the fact that they were always coming back, they were never really solidified in they can take this map. It was always they're fighting just to survive, really. But really well played from both teams, and I'm really interested to know a lot of iNation's thoughts on that. Obviously, the fact that they chose T-side early on, the fact that they don't play that map, often it's their perma ban. So it's really interesting, but I'll be honest, it is slightly worrying now for Atlantic. We're going on to Inferno. We're going on to an iNation's, probably their best map.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they're undefeated on it this whole season, so that's something to be scared about.
But yeah, obviously that Inferno game going to be a great one, but it will just be coming right after the break. But what a match. What a great contest between these two teams. And I wonder if Atlantic can go the distance, can take it to that third map. But yeah, as I said, we will be going into a break. So we'll see you guys very soon.
Very dangerous playground for Atlantic to be on, but I think they've really got to step up. And I mean, we know that they're capable of it, but it does come from this pistol round.
Yeah, and we're gone straight in. Obviously, we do have 3 players on Atlantic towards this B site. They have taken a lot of aggression towards apartments. Mac, and look how deep he is second mid. So much information gathered there.
Yeah, they have taken the banana, but still very so. Oh, Mackin. Will Skipper clear it? Oh, he was aware, but he's not getting away with it. Can Troy get the trade? I don't even think he wants to really fight this. He's got the U2. He knows he can't get dropped. Oh, but Mackin re-aggressing. Could cost him his life, but somehow gets away.
Yeah, Troy unable to find that clean headshot. Does get away as well. They're going to be sending it up short, but Mackin does have the opportunity here. So worried about apartments, so we'll find Troy, though. Unable to find the player towards site as of yet, but iNation just swarming the site.
Mackin somehow doing so much damage still. The bomb, it does get planted, but look how fast these short players are. They're so close. Flash is coming in, and that's it. Dragon gets one. Oh, he's getting flanked as well. That's all he can get. Just the one Atlantic. They take the pistol again.
iNation do get the bomb down, though, so they might choose to force in this round. You never know, though.
It'll be interesting to see if they do. Obviously, they'll get a very strong buy if they do just choose the eco. But we know that most of the time iNation do love a force buy, and we do know they are very strong on it as well.
They have opted to buy here. They have chosen a lot of SMGs, prioritizing Yuto on the side of Atlantic. Saying that, look how much Yuto Mackin has. Obviously such a successful round in the last, doing so much damage. And just getting all, that kill reward, the kill bonus there. But we have seen the force from iNation.
They're pushing up second mid. They're not really showing anything banana. I think that's going to be Dragon's job a bit later into this round. Oh, look how fast behind they're going, actually. Will they choose to push through?
Ming here, making a lot of steps. They've got to be worried about behind. Obviously, it is currently Dragon's job. I'm just opting to smoke it, though. All 5 players here just kind of combusted towards middle and apartments. I wonder what they do, though. They smoke off long here. They isolate the solo player. They isolate Macken towards pit.
Oh, Molly's coming out. Ming will be safer now.
Flash just come in, but Ming not blinded. Able to get the frag as well. That's Dragon to getting taken down.
Ooh, does the nade do anything? But Dav does convert. That's the trades going back. But obviously, that was the little Dragon getting dropped. The only rifle was just these Mac 10s and this one Deagle on Skipper left.
They do seem to be going towards A, and it's currently the right call. Hansi has just rotated off. Vladden with the Mac 10. His sole job's to kill that player towards pit. The double nade will come out. But Macken rotated into towards that mini pit position. Flash coming in. Doesn't blind Macken. Oh, Macken doing so much there. Vladden, though, dropping in from the high ground. 1 versus 3. Bomb is dropped onto the site as well. Surely Vladden unable to do anything. Able to get 1, though. Oh, gets the 2nd. Limited ammunition, though. Won't be able to close out the 3rd.
I wonder what iNation choose to do here. They did so much damage in their round. Like, it's not impossible for them to decide the 4th, but obviously it is such a big risk. Look at the buy here for Atlantic. They are choosing those 3 MP9s. Obviously, they should expect this equal on iNation, and that will be the right call. So they can try to farm some money with these guns.
They have a couple deagles, though. Choiv doesn't have a weapon.
He doesn't need one. He's got the knife.
Ah, of course. Does he? Can he throw the knife? What are the rules with the knife?
Oh, he just gets up close and personal. Reminds me of the Zeus on this map.
Left,
How
left,
good
right.
he was with that.
He doesn't need a weapon. Oh, he's retrieved the Glock eventually. Gone back towards T-spawn. I think he could have played the knife out there.
And beat up around the corner. Olofmeister style on ramp.
That is the strat.
Let's slow here, trying to burn that util for on the Atlantic side. Make this round as costly as possible, really.
That's worked for them. Only 6 pieces of util remaining on the side of Atlantic. Only a couple of those smokes. Util is coming in, though. Oh, Vladden! Can't be doing that. That's Typo's head getting ripped. We'll be able to retrieve the weapon as well. No player with armor on the side of iNation, though. Joy doesn't need it. Finds a kill onto Hansi very cleanly. They've got the man advantage. Flash will come in. Won't blind him, though. He's already so close. Macken able to find 1. Finds a 2nd as well. Onto Vladden. I believe he was trying to get Dav, but should be able to get the bomb on
the
him.
short player, though. Will they expect him so close? The bomb is now getting planted, and they start to swarm. It was a fake, though. But the kills go the way of Atlantic either way. The eco was good. It humbled Atlantic there. Now the full buy for iNation comes through.
Atlantic, they did buy a lot of those MP9s, though, or I think they must have kept them across, not opting for that upgrade. We'll get a buy into this round, but not an AWP, whereas Dragon's brought one out.
They are able to reset Atlantic very early on because of how much damage they did, because of all the util they burnt.
A lot of util being sent down banana, though, for Atlantic. We said this is iNation's map. They're going to be very confident on it. But it seems as though Atlantic, they know what they're doing. These 3 rounds in a row. Lovely nade there from Choiv, though.
Obviously, Inferno is one of those maps in the map pool that every team will know to some extent. They'll all be well versed, but obviously iNation, a lot of the games we've seen have been a bit of a different breed. I wonder if it'll be the same case here.
We saw it.
We haven't seen too much of them on this map.
We saw it when they were playing against Endangered as well. Endangered, they favour Inferno. But iNation do just have that edge. Look at Skipper playing so aggressive there. The flash, perfect. Dav, lovely utility. And that's Hansi getting taken down. Oh, Skipper, I thought he was going to be going through that smoke. They're slowly going to be swarming these 2 players on A, though.
Oh, look at them pushing banana now. As soon as Troy leaves it, they've sort of got to hit A very fast now.
It's a 5 versus 2 on site here. Make it a 5v1. Just a player towards Graveyard. Surely won't be able to get anything. Yeah, it does get taken down by Vlad, and that's 2 clean kills there. Ming finding Dragon, though. That's the AWP getting relinquished from his hands. Surely iNation will be able to save it. And Atlantic do just opt for the save. That's the first round for iNation.
Yeah, I mean, Atlantic, they have to save it. They don't have a choice. They don't have any money in the reserve. They need these weapons if they want to have any sort of investment into the next round. And now, obviously, the question for Atlantic is going to be, is will they buy around these weapons? Obviously, they're going to be on no loss bonus. Typos has a bit of money in the reserve. Hansi, he's got a little bit as well, so he'll be sitting on about 2k. So, I don't know, it's going to be a tough call. I think they might have to force it.
They obviously don't have that loss bonus. Mackham will be on very limited money. Surely just going to be a deagle and armor for him. Might be able to drop some weapons across. We might see Hansi on a scout dropped over from Ming. Not too sure though.
Yeah, Ming does have a deagle at least. We could drop that if they did choose.
Well, they both have deagles. They both have deagles. Yeah, I've dropped one over to Hansi. We're fully invested though, but 2 M4s, 2 MP9s and a deagle against the 4 AKs and the AWP. Surely this one goes the way of iNation. Look how aggressive Equip's getting. Doesn't find anything though. Dav takes him down through the smoke.
Oh, nice Molotov. Chips Ming down. Oh, look, a lot of chip damage to Ming. Finally. Oh, that wasn't even Ming that gets taken down.
Mackin towards that A side.
10 HP as well. This surely looks like an iNation round. Hansi does retrieve that M4.
A double nade into Boiler, so perfect. Was it Dav and Choi? I think it was Vlad. I'm not too sure, but Dav and Choi, the pairing.
He's had that jump.
He's the shadow.
The shadow now.
Yeah, that's Skipper. Opening it up, and once again, 5 versus 2 here.
And when this round does go the way of iNation, they can look at leveling things up. They might even go for a bit of a hunt. Obviously, Dav, he's got a bit of money in reserve. Obviously, won't really want to give up the AK, but
I don't think it's worth it.
Means taking away the weaponry of Atlantic. Oh, he should be able to get Ming here cleanly. It's just the MP9 of typos, so it's not really that big a deal if he saves that.
I think as well, we know it's going to be an eco from Atlantic. Obviously, 2 weapons being saved. They have a chance to do something, but you know they had those 2 weapons saved from the previous round, and iNation was so clean with it. I think that what iNation need to really think about is keeping all of themselves alive, keeping that money growing, and making it really tough for Atlantic to have anything, just because of the constant buys they'll be able to have. But they are just going to be opting for the hunt. Surely Skipper will be there. Finds him unexpectedly there. Obviously, Typos had the info and the close range weapon, but
yeah, not a single player surviving. It's going to be this full eco here. They'll get by into the next round, but it won't be perfect either. Typos and Hansi, they'll be sitting around 4.3k each.
We won't be
obviously they can get by round, but limited util, potentially no kits. Maybe even have to play an MP9.
Yeah, we won't see Hansi on that AWP either. They have opted to stack towards A here. Potentially could be the right call, but a lot of aggression seems to be taken towards Banana and no contention.
We've mentioned a lot of the time how good Choiv is at reading this map. It looks like they're going to send him out probing. Just getting that info, and then that bomb will fully be planted on that B site.
All 4 players here, all 5 even, still towards top mid. It was the correct call. Vladen here, going to want to get the ecos. Might be able to get the eco ace here, but Typos will find him. That's an AK. Going to be able to retrieve. Whether it will be able to be saved, though, is the question, because we do have Skipper here, still towards ramp. Lovely flashbang that. Typos doing a little bit of damage, but Skipper will find one. Oh, don't feed Typos here. Oh my god, he could win this round, which is very scary. Oh, Dragon so clean with it. The jumping, just the drop down pre-scope. Lovely kill from him. But
very costly though for iNation. Obviously they got a lot of money in the reserve though, but
I spoke
about
one
AK, I feel like they maybe could have hunted it slightly better there.
Maybe setting a player second mid, you know? Could have shot him from behind. But
spam through that wall as well. Maybe even give that a chance.
Just anything really. Anything's better than what just
Anything
happened.
better than that,
yeah. I think losing 4 players really isn't worth it.
Yeah, look at this. We mentioned the utility on Atlantic. They got no defuse kits. Their util is slightly limited here. And obviously they got no head armor on any of these players. And Choiv, he's got the Mac 10.
Something to think about it though. Hansi was able to get an AWP dropped across from Typos just because of the fact he killed those 4 players with the AK. So it was very costly. But at the same time, you got to remember, Typos not being able to save did have to fully reinvest a whole weapon. The flash is coming out. Macken unable to get the kill. Does eventually. Oh, but look at the crunch here. Vladen able to find Macken eventually, but Equip surely going to find this kill. It's a 3 versus 4 now. Vladen's so low HP. They're going back now.
Well, the B site is clear for now, but the bomb is still an apps. It's still on Vladen's back. 20 HP. They're choosing to go long.
It's a right call.
Is he
well.
ready?
Oh,
that's the Mac 10. So clean.
That's the cost of not having head armor. It's a 3 versus 2 on site now. I don't think they're aware that it's still going to be A. Obviously, Choive towards long, showing a little bit of presence, but look how much noise Equip and Typos are making.
Vladen just can't peek first. Oh, Choive, he's the one doing it. The Mac 10. That's the no head armor.
He does so
Dav
much.
Gets the second, and this round, it looked like he should have been Atlantics.
And what, a 5 versus 3 was it?
Yeah, something like that. It was... Yeah, it was a 5 versus 3 at one point. Obviously, Vladen got the trade eventually, but took a lot of damage for it. So it was even 5v3, even a 4v3 with Vladen very low. But somehow, this is an iNation round. Hansi, another player forced to save.
Once again, you can see even in these disadvantaged situations, limited weaponry, limited utility, iNation seemed to have it. We had Choive on a Mac 10 there in that 5 versus 3. Was able to find 2 kills. Keep himself alive as well.
Obviously, Atlantic are going to be on full loss bonus after this round once they lose this round. So they will be able to invest a little bit around this AWP, but it will leave a bit to be desired. So it's going to be the weight of this next round is going to be heavily relied on Hansi.
Something we haven't seen from Hansi either. We haven't seen those aggressive peaks mid. We haven't seen them banana either. And I think obviously, you know, it was the first round with the AWP. He didn't want to give himself away so early on. We saw it a lot on that Vertigo game. Dragon was taking down Hansi very cleanly, especially at the start of the game. And obviously Hansi doesn't want to waste the AWP, but I think in a round like this needs to be aggressive, needs to be very mobile and try and keep his team in the round.
Very passive here for iNation. Could be a banana take now. There are 3 players towards this B site. Coffin's flash is lined up for Equipped, and it is just these USPs. A lot of them. Ming, that's the Deagle getting taken down. The flash is coming out now, but it doesn't work. Not blinding anyone. Choive gets the kill, but does get dinked in the process. And now it's going to be Equipped, swarmed onto this B site as these 4 players crunch on him.
Obviously, I did mention it. Hansi was able to get a pick towards apps, but it wasn't the right call. It's just this one player.
But they still haven't cleared him.
Still haven't checked him. Oh, he eventually gets taken down. But able to get one himself.
A lot of damage done. This round's not over. Macken's got an AK, Hansi and the AWP. There aren't any defuse kits, and that's going to be the limiting factor in this round.
Dragon, though, surely going to find this kill. Information gathered. Lovely flash, but doesn't bother Dragon. He can be blind. He can be through a smoke, through a wall. Ain't going to change how he's getting the kill. Dav takes down Hansi, and that's the AWP taken out of Hansi's hands.
And this is the lead. 5 in a row for iNation. They're looking strong now. Economy is building up. Vladen and Dav both on over 10k. AWP is rebought here for Hansi.
Vladen as well. Also, we saw him quite quiet in the... Well, not quiet, but he's playing B side on CT side. It is really tough. He was able to hold his own, but we didn't really see... Obviously, we saw that 4k. Not much from him, but whereas in this game, he's 12 and 4. He's been unleashed. Oh, Hansi full blind. It doesn't matter. Talk about Vladen being unleashed. He's been taken down.
But look, this is big side's clear. They're swapping the players. They're swapping the utility, but it doesn't really matter. They pushed apps in the same time.
This looks like a completely different side of Atlantic. Lovely flash there. Going to be delaying that push. They're going to get swarmed by Mackem from behind. They're going to need to eventually execute the site. Oh, look at that nade. They're doing so much damage. Equip able to find one through the smoke. And that's the round. Atlantic take it. They've put a halt on iNation's 5-round streak. Obviously, they will be able to buy, but skip a very little money.
I'm interested to see how many rounds iNation are going to be getting in this half. Because 5 rounds is like sort of the bare minimum you sort of look at on the T side Inferno, but there's still 6 rounds to play in this.
I don't know if you've seen, but Choive had the ability to buy an AK, has opted for the Mac 10.
I mean, look at him. He's pushing fast. The flashes are coming out. He's deep already. He gets one with that Mac. Oh, Ming with the spray transfer. It's a 4 versus 2 now. The B side is clear. But they're biding their time. They're taking slightly too long here. They do cross, though. This bomb plant could be coming down imminently.
Trying to guarantee the kill. Guarantee the bomb plant there without taking any damage. And he does. We do have Dragon very deep towards his coffin's position. Dav looking for a flash. It's going to be coming through. I see Orpa getting a little bit hazed there. Going to be pushing through.
We're just getting tagged by it. I think he's faking the push through. Now they're pushing. Dragon's getting crunched on. That's a turbo. This double coffin setup is perfect. And it's just Mackin. He's got the molly to isolate them. But
look at the bomb spawn.
Stick it. He does have the kit. They're swinging on him. And that's it. iNation. You mentioned Atlantic broke the 5-round streak. But they could only string 1 together. And look at what that's done to the money. Typos and Mackin have... They can't buy this, but it's a very misshapen buy. No one's got even money. There's going to be a lot of drops coming over. But a buy will come out. But that's 6 for iNation.
Something to mention there, Ming obviously was able to get 2 with that spray there, but you saw him instantly just go towards that car position, but wasn't able to find the player through that wall. And I think if Ming was able to find that third, that round would have been done and dusted.
I mean, either way, at one point, that was a 4 versus 2. There's another heavily disadvantaged round that iNation closed out.
They've done it time and time again. You can see that there is just a little bit more depth on the side of iNation on this map, and you can tell why they're unbeaten on it.
Yeah, not a single player towards Banana for iNation yet. Just clearing out that mid position. He's faking it as it looks like they're going back to B now.
Emphasis on
it's just a quip. And look, he's got that MP9. He does have a molly to stop any push.
Yeah, we're going to be smoking CT though. The fast CT smoke from Choive. Oh, he's completely alone. Surely nothing to do, Dragon.
Didn't drop that molly. Oh, he's getting crunched now. They've pushed through CT. Surely his time's limited. Oh, will they expect him tree though?
Surely not. Dragon is aware of the player here. Unable to find anything. They've got the advantage now, Atlantic. They do have the chance, but the bomb's ticking down. Very limited utility.
Player coming from Banana, all from CT.
This is where Vladen will be able to do so much here. Oh, Skipper getting taken down for nothing. Choive gets a kill with a nade. Oh, but Choive in this pit position, able to find one in the 1 versus 1 now. Gets the 3K on the post plant. What a round from Choive, and iNation finds 7.
And that's it. You mentioned man advantage for Atlantic. It looked like, once again, it was another disadvantage for iNation that they close out. Obviously, it was a post plant. It's a slightly different situation. But I absolutely love this from Choive. A pause is called. They've won these disadvantaged rounds. And they're still winning them. They're 1 round off winning the half. And yet they're still calling the pause. They wanted to do whatever they can to secure these extra rounds. They know how important they can be on this T side. It just makes their CT side so much easier.
I think as well, something you mentioned, the mismatch money in the last round, they have opted to buy again. And look at the weapon difference. Obviously, we've got 2 players with M4 and Util. And then you've got Typos with a M4 with very little. And then you've got Equip and Handsy, MP9 and the FAMAS. But something to mention, no kits here. Again, we saw it in one of the rounds on that Vertigo overtime. We've seen it here again, no kit being bought. And that could be a real problem because iNation have been so good at getting that bomb down.
Yeah, that's going to have to be the game plan. They've got to make sure they do whatever they can to stop this plant before it comes through.
Potential gamble stack maybe coming in for Atlantic. Oh, he's going to be sending Equip through with that MP9. Oh, Vladen finding Typos through the smoke.
Yeah, you mentioned Vladen's unleashed. He's on another level in this game.
This is where...
Really expect... Mackin. Oh, he does. Through the smoke, he gets another.
Oh, whilst that's all going on, Ming able to find 2 towards T-Ramp. Surely has to be aware of this Mexi position, though. His back turn now. And it's just whether Dragon gets the timing. Handsy towards bedroom though. Able to find Vlad and information gathered. Oh, did he see his head? Probably not. But Ming surely going to be able to find this kill on the player second mid. What a round from Atlantic. The aggression towards apartments, towards middle. It's worked out so well for them.
B-side's clear. And he's just running his way. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, I wonder if that hesitation is going to cost some important time here. The bomb will come through. 1 versus 2 for Dragon.
We did mention it. They don't have a kit. This could be make or break for them. Molotov will land towards default, but that's not where the bomb's planted. Oh, but he doesn't stick the bomb plant. Does eventually get it in the end. Just needs to delay as much as possible here now, Dragon.
He leaves himself in a much more difficult situation now. He would have had that bomb plant cleanly. I think he's expecting that smoke push.
Oh, able to get one. Oh, but does peek before the flash and Ming able to take it. If he was just...
4 kills for Ming. Yeah, he's the reason they won that fight. That's it. A man advantage this time for iNation, but Atlantic closed this one out.
Yeah, Ming just in the back lines. There was nothing they could really do about it. So tough for them. But they have finally... They've finally broken the iNation streak again, but it's just whether they can string some rounds together themselves. They need to get this 6th round, or iNation surely are going to take this game. They're fully invested here. Only typos with a little bit of money remaining. Mackin on just a 5-7. Vlad, and they're able to find one. Handsy though holding his ground. Is he gonna re-peek? Oh, this is such a risk. Oh, and he might get caught out here. He gets taken down through the wall. That's Vladen getting the kill. And then the Molotov towards Library. Gonna be deterring the push. All 3 players here towards CT.
Might be the save.
Yeah, there has to be.
It's got to be the save. That's the round. That's the half one. iNation have got it. 8 rounds on their T side, and they're not done yet.
Might be able to find 10 here.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like iNation even go for the hunt. I mean, obviously, the amount of pressure Atlantic have put onto them, rounds being closed, disadvantages. The iNation money is pretty much all gone in the reserve. Obviously, 5 players will be surviving this round, so that will give it a nice boost for these last couple of rounds that's going to be coming through.
But now you wonder, obviously, Typo's got a little bit of money. Might be able to drop over a weapon here. So, Atlantic going to be able to get a buy into this next round. It should be fairly strong as 3 players do stay alive. That is the 8 for iNation.
But to point out on the B stream, the gods have won the best of 3 after being map 1 down to 0 tenacity. So the gods have secured their place in the grand final. And they will be playing one of these 2 teams. And right now, iNation, they're looking favourites to take it. But obviously, we know what happens when favourites happen. But look at the last game, Atlantic. They were favourites in that, and iNation, somehow they clawed their way back in. Atlantic, they need to do something similar if they want to make it to 3 maps.
Wonder what they're going to change, though. Little bit of damage there, but not enough with that nade. Look at the util coming in from iNation. There's only 1 defender here.
All this nade. Nice bit of damage onto Joyve.
So much HP. Only 1 player remaining on the side of iNation full HP. It's Vladen. Very limited utility here. But they have just gamble stacked towards A. And it could be the right call.
The bomb's still towards Banana, but the players, they're starting to make their way back towards A. This could be where the bloodbath, Atlantic, they could make some real damage here.
You're going to be dropping the moto smoke. They're smoking offshore, and there's a player elevated, equip, able to find 1. A lot of damage on the second. Player towards long, though. Handsy goes unchecked. Be playing trigger discipline, but just a second. Are they going to be going back towards B now? The right call, but they need to find this kill onto Ming, and they need to find it fast. They don't have a smoke as well. Oh, Handy getting taken down, Choi.
What?
What a
It's 2
kill
versus
there.
2 now. Somehow Choi with like that 90-degree flick. Bomb ends down, Dragon. He's so caught out, no util to protect him. I think Choi's just gonna swing with him.
The nade would have killed him. Oh, the team kill! Choi able to close out the round from the team kill. Macken takes down Typos. Oh no, that is not a way to lose a round. Atlantic gonna be kicking themselves.
It feels like everything this series has just gone wrong for Atlantic. Man advantages, they have failed to close them out. Ninja diffuses, we've seen 2 of them in the first game, and that team kill allowed Choi to close it out. 9 rounds to iNation. What could have gave Atlantic their 7th into the half if they won that one. It would have broke iNation, but no.
iNation do have the chance for 10 now. All off the back of that, team kill equip. Sticking in that Molotov will find Choi. That's the opening pick for Atlantic. The nade will do a fair bit of damage as well. This is where Hansi has the time to strike under port, surely be able to find this kill. It's a 5 versus 3 now. Although they had a bit of a blunder in the last round, should be able to close this one out fairly cleanly.
Oh, you say that. They've lost a 5v3 this game before. Definitely can't count them out. All it takes is a few clean headshots. A well-placed bit of util, and you can never count iNation out of this. But Atlantic, they need this round desperately.
Vlad here trying to find a pick towards apartments. But this double pit, mini pit setup and the player towards Cubby, it's so strong. Hansi able to find one. Vladden finds, able to get a kill, but doesn't get anything else. Hansi, all 3 players there taken down by Hansi. That's a 4K. That's the half.
6-9 going into the second half. Atlantic now on that weaker side, the less favoured one. You've got to imagine they've got to win this pistol. They've won, I think they've won 3 out of, maybe they might have even won all the pistols so far.
Yeah,
but
perhaps.
they need to win this one.
I think something to
be so important.
Something to mention as well. Atlantic, they were 3 up at one point, and iNation brought it to 9-6. Atlantic only able to find 3 of the 3 other rounds, just
really, yeah.
kind of just individually, just kind of out of nowhere. And they weren't able to string any together, and it meant the iNation economy could just flourish. And it's clear that it was a real problem there for Atlantic.
Yeah, but this round, they'll really set the tone of the rest of this half.
Here we do have iNation on that CT side now. We've seen what they can do here. And they're now on their favoured side, on their favoured map.
Skipper's got some jewelies here. I love this, playing close half. Wolf, they go towards B. There's 3 players waiting.
Hansi now. Well, I wonder whether he'll make the mistake of going into the crunch. We saw it from Atlantic. They stacked 3 players towards B, but they played a little bit more passively, whereas iNation, they're up close and personal. The boost will be coming in here. Dav with the nade. Oh my god, he could do so much damage here. They do just fall back. Timing. Oh, Vladden opening it up. The nade going to do a little bit of damage as well. Never mind, he falls back in time.
Oh, but Ming's got a chance here. They overextend. He does get 1. He's got a chance for the second. Vladden, you've surely got to just give up that pick. Player pick. I say that as he takes him down. The H-Site executes coming in.
Dragon here towards Pit, just jumping out, able to do so much damage, gets the kill. Last player towards Grave, it's a 1 versus 2 now. Vladden and Dav against Typos, 38 HP. They're going to be playing this slow. Oh, but Dav already so close to short here, should be able to find the bomb. Oh, and he does, and that's the round iNation. They find their 10th.
Now, will we see this force buy for Atlantic?
Surely it's on the cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, yeah, it is a lay force. Looks like they're discussing that with their team, but it is these Mac 10s and these Tech 9s. Something very fast could be on the cards here to fully utilize these weapons.
Seems though it might be towards B, but we do have the bomb going towards T-Apps. They're going to try and take some aggression here, but... Oh, with the CT aggression, oh, it's going to completely humble them. Just dancing around in the smoke. Yeah. Oh, the MP9's doing so much damage, but Typo's with the Mac 10. Able to get a kill of his own, and this is where the rotations need to happen. Molotov here.
Oh, and the other Molotov now. Now they can start to retake Banana. Potentially a flash for Dragon.
Coffin's flash surely going to be coming in. Oh! They are positioned towards behind Harford. Just evading the util. Dragon completely alone here. Oh, but Dav swinging. And look at that. Every single kill on the side of iNation utilized that MP9. Just doing so much. To be fair, four of their weapons were the MP9.
Let's see what this does now for Atlantic. They're going to be on this eco, giving up 12. Unless these Glocks can really perform, overperform in fact.
Seemingly going to be going towards second middle. Going to try and take apartments, but these 3A players, they have so much utility. They got the weapons. Surely they won't be able to do anything, really. Look at this. Choi towards bedroom, able to find one, aware of the second player pushing as well, and he sweeps him off his feet. As Typo's getting taken down. There's a player towards Mexi here. Completely alone. Oh, Dragon.
Yeah, he wanted that kill badly and he got it. Looks like everyone could be surviving this round. That's it, not a single player getting dropped. Atlantic, they need to win this round. iNation, they can be looking at 13, maybe even 14.
We do have Hansi on the AWP though, but won't have any utility.
Point out, this was at one point the similar scoreline reversed on the Vertigo game. iNation were 6 and Atlantic were on 12, and iNation managed to bring that back.
The only difference is iNation, obviously, they're on CT side. They're on the easier side. Oh, but Macken able to find one. Dragon will get the trade there.
It's so quick. Weaponry does favor Atlantic in this situation, though. Util favors the other team, the CTs.
May favor them, but look at the money. Choi, Dav, Skipper. All about 5k. They do seem to be going towards this B site.
Hey, look at Choi's position. We didn't even point that out. We might even see Skipper full rotate as well.
Look at Dragon here. Surely going to be able to get this kill. Mink's going to be going for a pre-fire towards the CT position. The flash is coming in. Dragon's just going to have to fall back. He's completely alone with the AWP here. Will get taken down. Player towards Pillar. Oh, Ming with the double spray down. We saw it on CT. He's able to be able to do it on that T side as well. Choiv maybe deep, but he doesn't have the weapon for it.
Molly's forced them back a bit, but the game plan might even just be to lock them in the site a bit here. Take away as much as they can.
They're taking their time, though. Oh, just going to be double rotating through CT, and they're surely so worried about Banana. They might just be all trying to exit through CT, and that's where Choiv and Skipper, they can do a lot of damage. Yeah, look, it seems as though they're all going to be exiting CT. It's the right call to make. Oh, this could be an absolute bloodbath. Choiv finds one, gets a second as well. Hansi gets the trade. But Typos will find Skipper, but only 2 players staying alive for the side of Atlantic. And look at the money, it's not very strong at all. Whereas on iNation, surely they're going to be able to fully invest, get that AWP out onto Dragon as well.
Yeah, it just makes it a lot easier to reset Atlantic there, because you go for those exits. But that's an important round for Atlantic. They needed that. Ming, he's had time and time again. His mechanical skill has been shown. Great double kill there.
Look at the nade, 43 damage there onto Ming. Gonna want to show off his mechanics, but might not have the opportunity to do it. I could just get taken down by Yuto here. We do still have the nades on Dav and Choiv. Oh, perfectly timed flash. Vlad unable to get one. Equip though, getting the trade. Dragon with the AWP, caught in the open, unable to find anything. Oh, Dav finding Equip. It's a 4 versus 3 now, Charlie.
Look at these 2 T's towards A. They're so close. Hansi very deep behind. These players have got to find a kill. They've got to find it soon.
Do still have a minute on the clock, do have time to play with, but iNation, they've gambled towards this A side, and it's the right call. It's going to be a 4 versus 3, all on the site now. You have the smoke to allow the pit player to live, but Typo's able to get one. Will get traded by Choi with that MP9. He loves the SMGs. Oh, doesn't get this kill, but Skipper will get the trade, and it's just Hansi. 1 versus 2 now. So worried about that long position. He's eventually going to get found by Dragon. And that's the round. That's the 13th for iNation.
You look at what I've done the previous round. You look at those exit frags. Players, they don't have enough to buy. Their loss bonus is on 3. They can maybe invest in some pistols, but that would mean giving up 14.
Might see a point here where... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, might see a point here where we see a pause come in. Is it from the side of iNation, or is it Atlantic?
It's from Atlantic, yeah. Yep. I think they've got a lot to discuss here. And, I mean, they can go for a buy, and that's what they're doing. Macken
discussion over.
Getting out the AKs.
You mentioned they don't want to give up 14, but if they lose this round, they give up match point, and that is a much scarier thing. We saw time and time again in those overtimes, iNation getting match point, but Atlantic bringing it back. But if they do lose this round, they're going to need to win 8 rounds in a row. And on their CT side, they were only able to string 3 together. They're going to need to string 8 together, Charlie, if they do lose this one.
Yeah, very scary prospect here.
Taking the risk. We do have a quip on a Tech 9 here. Handsy with the Mac 10.
Where will we see these players going? Looks like second mid is the play for now.
Is the right call. There's only 2 players towards this A site. Choiv and Dragon going to be tested. And they're going to be going towards mid. We see Choi buy an MP9 again. He loves the MP9. These SMGs, he just...
Oh, they're going towards long. Skipper. The molly is dropped. Oh, it does get extinguished by the smoke, though.
Typo's finding Dragon completely alone towards the site. The question is, where's Choiv? He's towards apartments. Won't be able to retrieve an AK, though. Has just got that Mac 10. Get found. This round is still winnable, though, but Vladen is going to be the difference maker. We'll get taken down by a quip. Dav surely just going to have to save here. Atlantic, they went for the do or die. They took the risk, and it clearly worked.
Because they needed that. It's keeping them in the game. Giving them another life. Another lifeline.
Yeah, they obviously didn't want to give up 14. What a smart play. They invested very, you know, they had a Galil, 2 AKs, and a couple SMGs, and they've come out with it with 3 rifles and an AWP. Going to be ecstatic with that. Obviously, Dav's still staying alive, but I wonder, surely iNation, are they going to have to buy here? They were on that 1 loss bonus. Dragon and Skipper, not much money either.
Yeah, Dav can drop over an M4, and that's what we're seeing. Dragon looks like he's the player that gets that.
Something to mention here, Vladen 25 and 14. Playing so well. Choiv not too far behind as well. Hit that 20 bomb as well.
Oh, Ming. Oh, does tuck himself into logs just in time.
Choiv just on a P250 here. Oh, Dav. That's one of the riflers getting taken down. Surely. Look where the bomb is, Charlie. It's still towards ramp. Atlantic can't strike yet.
Yeah, they're full gambling this now. Every CT making their way towards that A site.
I think it's the right call as well. We do have 3 players looking towards that B site. They might be going towards B here. And it seems as though they are. Atlantic have the chance.
I think it's just going to be the save. If this goes
south,
this goes cleanly. Yes, it's going to have to be the save.
Handsy though surely going to find this kill. Oh, and he does so clean with it. The quick scope taking down Dragon. That's one of the riflers. I'm going to try and find this AWP here. Skipper does it. Skipper, a player on the side of iNation that hasn't been performing as well as he normally does. We've seen him time and time again being near the top of that leaderboard. Whereas in this match, hasn't been the strongest one for him.
Yeah, weapons are retrieved, and they are just on that 1 loss bonus. So M4s can't be dropped over, but FAMASs can, MP9s can. So another buy will come through for iNation, but Atlantic, they're really making this closer.
Yeah, we might, you know, we've got potential for this 3rd map now. As we mentioned, Atlantic found 9. They found their form and they found some money as well. Look how much they've got economy-wise. iNation, on the other hand, not looking too strong at all.
What did they choose to drop? So MP9 there on Dav. Troy, is he going to be sticking on that PT50 again? No, he does have an MP9 of his own. A nice amount of util on the iNation side.
Something I'd like...
Still got a lot to play with.
Something I'd like to see is probably some aggression from Dragon here with the AWP. We are seeing it. Look at Dragon towards his apartment's position. Information gathered on...
Barrel. He can be seen if he chooses to peek much further.
Oh, what he does get the kill. Choi finds one as well. That's 2 kills on the side of iNation within a matter of seconds.
Yeah, AK retrieved as well. Equip. He could be the difference maker here. He's pushing out long already. There's 2 players here. Skipper. Smoking it off, but Molly humbles the TTs. Bomb is towards B, though. And it is just Vlad in here for now.
Oh, Dragon might be able to find Equip here, though. Completely out in the open. Will get taken down. It's a 5 versus 2 now, Charlie. Information gathered. Vladen just playing anti-flash, able to find one. Second player peering through the smoke, but Vladen gets it as well.
Yeah,
14th round.
Surviving there. Not one getting dropped. It's going to build up a bit of money in the reserve there for iNation. And Atlantic. Mac 10 on Equip. The rest should be comfortable getting AKs. I wonder if an AWP will be dropped across. Yes, it is. As he gets one.
Look at that. I spoke about how Atlantic had so much money. Look at it now. They've only got 1650. That's on the most player Ming.
Very passive this round for Atlantic. Sitting around that T-ramp area, just leaving Mackin to get some control. He's been so good at doing this, especially on that vertigo. Finding the cracks in the iNation defense.
Does have the
look, it's a similar hold. This 4-man mid. And Hansi can't get anything with this AWP.
We're so disappointed there. Needed to try and find the opening. We do have Mackin though. Might be able to find a pick towards Apps. There isn't a single player holding it. Dragon will fall back though. Is aware of the potential peek from Mackin. Did he just see him? I think he did. Yep, he saw him. He killed him as well. That's Dragon for you. Dav though completely out in the open.
This is winnable now. They're going to get this bomb plant, and it is going to be in this post plant. 3 kits left. This utility not connecting as much as we used to.
Look how limited the utility on the side of Atlantic. They've used their only Molotov now. I'm going to be saving it.
I love that. Look, you see, they re-smoked Banana, faking it. They got a player pushing there, but this CT player, they seen him trees. Just this one player on site.
We do have... Oh, Dragon getting taken down. This is 2 versus 3 now. The Nubox CT hold going to be so strong, but there's just one player here towards Nubox. Equip able to find one. So limited time remaining. Oh, and he takes down Joyve. Oh, he's shaking his head. In reality, iNation are shaking theirs. How have they lost that round? They had the read, they had the info on every single player there, but Equip steps up when needed.
Atlantic was so fast on that execute as soon as they lost those A players. They instantly burst onto that B site. Dav getting caught out, not prepared at all, and it's going to be this eco now. iNation's still 2 rounds away, but Atlantic, they're starting to find their form.
They need to win this round cleanly, though, because their money is not looking strong.
Oh, Troy's got the Zeus, though. We know what he can do with this.
Is he towards
He's
half?
1 round off of this.
Oh, no, he's just towards apartments right now. Mackin, we've seen him probe towards apps time and time again. You don't want to do it this round, buddy. Not against Joyve.
Very slow Atlantic. You can see how humbled they've been by iNation. They don't want to give anything up. They know this round's important, and it's very important for their economy as well.
Flash will come in. Oh, we saw him on the porch. Decides to strike late. But we'll take down
double take.
Oh, they're going to be wrapping towards long now. Dragon going to gather all this info now. We do have Dav towards archers. Might be able to push through here. Dragon can't find anything. Oh, Equip finds Dav as well, and it's just Choive. Still has the Zeus. Oh, he might be able to go for a knife kill here. Does he go for it? Oh, he gets the Zeus kill!
Of course he does. Choi, this is specialist weapon. You got Dragon on the AWP, Choi with the Zeus.
I'd take Choi on the
Oh,
Zeus.
they've seen his barrel, surely.
They've seen it now. Take him down as well. Handsy able to retrieve that AK as well. No AWP for Handsy though. Quit might be able to drop one over, but surely just drop over your teammate. Yeah, they go for the rifles. Whereas on the side of iNation, Dragon, yeah, questioning whether the AWP's being bought. Of course he's gonna bring one across. This is do or die for Atlantic here. They will be able to get by in the next round, but they're going to be giving up that 15th. And iNation, they're on such a strong buy here. They're going to be peeking Banana as well. Dav getting so aggressive. Surely gets this kill here. We haven't seen this in a while from iNation.
Man advantage found, and this is the call to go A fast. Dragon gets one, able to fall back, but he re-peeks. Coming to catch them off. They're already out long. And Hansley, he gets one. Can't get another, but Dav does. He gets two. He's shutting this round down all by himself, and it's just Ming in this apartment's position. And Choi, he's getting that kill easily. That's 15. That's match point. That's series point.
Typos and Ming as well. Going to be opting literally for Galils and maybe Deagles. Ming won't even be able to buy head armor. Oh, and Mac 10 was dropped over for him, but he does opt for util over head armor. Never mind, he opts for head armor. The late buy there, it trolled me. But it's fine. They do have 3 Mac 10s here. Surely Atlantic going to have to do something fast, potentially towards Banana. You might see Vladden getting flashed in here. So much.
Players. And it's only Vladden, the molly. He gets one before getting dropped.
They're going to be shifting towards B here. We have got Dragon rotating in. Gonna try and find a pick with this AWP now. Util will be coming over, but Ming peeking before the smoke, and you can't be doing that against Dragon. They're going to be pushing through now. Oh, Dav spraying through the smoke, getting found. It's a 3 versus 3 now, but they've got so much utility. Potentially last round of the series, as you mentioned before. Nade coming in.
Big nade there onto Macken. You mentioned it. Look at the util on iNation. Surely the site's going to get bombarded with it.
You can just take it slow now, Charlie. They've got 2 Molotovs. Wonder where they're going to be sent. Just smoking off Banana. Have to be aware of this play towards Pillar, surely.
His time is ticking now. It's going down fast.
Oh, and the kills.
Crazy. It's going the way of Atlantic. And Dragon, there's no way they've won the round. Atlantic, they've done it. They've survived for another round.
Taking the AWP out of his hands as well. Macken, though, will get taken down. What a round there, Atlantic. They had no utility to halt off the iNation retake, but they played it to perfection.
The iNation, they're calling the pause here. Their money is really split. In fact, no one's got a great buy. They are still on that 1 loss bonus. They can buy next round if they choose the eco. Choi will be the only one on limited weaponry.
I wonder what they're going to be opting for. That is the question. Obviously, the money very split. Choi might be seeing another Zeus come out. Oh my god, he did buy another Zeus.
Of course he is. He gets those kills easily with a Zeus.
It's just a free.
All
All he needs to do every round is just buy Zeus, armor, and util, and doesn't need to worry about a gun because he gets the kill with the Zeus, and then he gets the weapon.
I want to point out, Choi didn't buy that Zeus. He got dropped that Zeus.
Oh, did it?
That's the confidence his team have in him. Like, we know what Choi can do. Oh, is he going to be going to his specialist half-wall position?
He's not. He's in apartment. He's very far from it.
I thought he was number 6, so that is my bad. But we know what he can do. Oh, this 4 players.
Oh, let's see him in the
doesn't
smoke.
give himself up.
Oh, Ming. Just Vladden behind this wall. USP, surely nothing can be done here.
Yeah, looks like they're going back to A. I wonder if anyone will go for apartments.
Oh, look at typos. Could fall to Choi's Zeus. Should we get a Zeus tally on the stream?
It's at 1 right now.
Could be up to 2 though. Oh god, typos. Please. No! Joy unable to get the Zeus kill. Ming though.
Oh, Ming so should get 2 easy kills there. And that's building up some bank now. They're only 2 rounds off Atlantic. They've really fought valiantly in this game, and they're really bringing it back.
You mentioned it before. There was a point in this game, 6-2. Atlantic on the comeback, similar story to iNation, and it seems as though we have that ability. If iNation do lose this round, it will go 14-15, and we could see another overtime, Charlie.
Only 1 kill on the iNation side, and that's on Dav.
You mentioned it in the last game that neither team deserved to lose. I think, you know, in this series, neither team does deserve to lose. I think both of them are playing impeccably. Obviously, quite sad to see them getting to the semi-finals. It would have been a great final to watch. Skipper, though, finding the opening onto typos. We haven't seen that a while for iNation.
You know, they are gambling 4 players towards A. They've done it for a while. Just leaving Dav here. The solo play with the kit. Finally rotating someone to help. It's going to be Vladin to support. He's got that Molotov to stop that execute. Stop that initial push.
Yeah, Atlantic very split here. Just looking for a pick on either side, really.
It's just going to be the fate for Ming. The remaining players look like they're going towards A with this bomb. Ming goes to rejoin his team. This could be the last execute of the series. The last execute of the semi-finals.
Could be the last execute ever. Never know. Counter-Strike may cease to exist. But Skipper towards Pit. Surely going to be able to find one. Oh, Skipper finding one, and it's just equipped in the 1 versus 4 here. Last execute of the series. You mentioned it. Surely he's going to be taken down. Drop through the wall, and Skipper closes it out. That's 16-13. iNation take it, and you know, what a way to win it. 2-0 here. They put up such a good effort on that Vertigo map, and they've closed it out on Inferno here. But, you know, what are you thinking, Charlie? It was an absolute amazing game.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, incredible game. I think both teams played really well. And I think it really showed the caliber of both of these teams. I think Atlantic, the fact that they put up such a good fight on Inferno, a map that I favoured iNation to win quite considerably. Obviously, iNation, they did take it in the end. They did do really well. And they're the next finalists. They're going to be playing the gods. It's the finals all confirmed. But I think you've got to congratulate Atlantic for making it this far. They were so close. We could have, in another day, I think we could have seen a 3rd map. Obviously, Vertigo so close. You know, if they had a slightly better start on that Inferno game as well, obviously they won those initial 3 rounds, but then the streak just went the way of iNation. If they won a few more rounds here or there, I think that could have been an overtime in that map as well. I think it was really tough to separate these 2 teams, but I think we did eventually see it, and really well deserved from iNation.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't agree more. Obviously, you know, great match between both of these teams, and I'm just gonna say, look, think of how dominant these teams are looking, especially going into next season. Obviously, we got the Masters League coming in. Obviously, both of these teams will be in that, and I think they've both shown a lot of prowess. They've both shown a lot of kind of danger towards the other teams that are going to be playing in it. We do have something special for all of you guys out there. We do have an interview, I believe, with the in-game leader from iNation, Choiv. So that will be coming through very shortly, but we will just go to a break for the time being and get that all sorted. But don't go anywhere. We will be maybe only 2-3 minutes. But yeah. Hello there, guys. Welcome back. Obviously, we did mention that we do have an interview here, and obviously, it's Choi from iNation. First question: how are you? What are you thinking? What are you feeling after that victory?
I think big relief, because I don't know, we don't have that much prac, and these wins give us like some energy to move forward.
Perfect. So obviously, first map. Like, I want to talk about Vertigo. Obviously, Vladimir previously spoke about it not being a map you really play, and
Yeah.
then obviously that's the first map, and obviously really long drawn out series that you did manage to come back and close out. What are your feelings of that? Like, how did you feel about the vetoes of that, and like in general the overview of that game?
First of all, the veto was not good, because Dragon accidentally banned, I think, overpass. We wanted to ban Vertigo, but like he was FK and he just pressed,
One on his keyboard or something.
yeah, and he banned the overpass. We talked about it. We wanted to ban Vertigo, but as soon as we saw it's Vertigo, we just I don't know. Like, the map is not good for us, but what can I say? We won. That what matters, I think.
Yeah, perfect. So obviously, having that roster change mid-season, how is it that that affected the whole team really? Like, how much preparation did you have coming into all of this? Is it limited? Are you still like working with prac and stuff to like get more prepared for each team, anti-stratton or anything, or is it all like just relying on your mid-round calls?
First of all, I'm not calling anymore. That's the first thing.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I haven't been calling since Dow joined. Like I kind of gave up on that role. So I'm feeling more entry fragger now, I think. I'm not sure. I have all new roles.
Oh,
So
really?
it's, yeah, like you saw, guys, I'm like playing apps like Pit on Inferno, not going for Banana. So I took more like shitty roles so I can give more space for Skipper to work around because he's good aimer, and I can just like take whatever position is left. We practice like every day. Obviously we got like 2 or 3 maps prepared, like some default mid calls rounds and what we wanna do and stuff like that. But like it's not even 50% of the work on any map. So we just played defaults, and Dav made some great calls, and as I say something which I see on the map what the enemy is doing, and we use that information to do like some strat around. And but yeah, sometimes it's the main issue is communication for now, and that's it. So
Yeah, obviously, when having another player in it is going to take a while. It's going to take a little bit of time to
yeah, yeah.
kind of gel. But it's clear that even on 50% power on the maps, you guys seem to be very dominant. So it seemed to work out. Obviously, the finals tomorrow. How are you guys feeling about that? Are you confident going into that game?
Who do we play against?
Le Gods.
The gods, yeah, the gods.
Uh, I don't know. I think they're mixed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the past, with previous lineup, we had a lot of problems with mixed teams because they go more for individual plays. So I believe if we manage to like not give freedom to players, we can just shut them down on the maps. We'll see how it goes because they will probably try to play some puggy map, and yeah, we will see. But I'm confident in our five. I think we can show a lot.
Yeah, defending champions, obviously gotta keep your crown, keep your title.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
obviously, yeah, good luck in your game tomorrow. I'm sure everyone here is gonna look forward to it. Everyone's gonna stay tuned, and we're looking forward to be casting it.
yeah. Thank you, guys.
But yeah, no, thank you very much for your time. But yeah, that was.
It was my pleasure. I hope we gonna talk tomorrow after win again.
Love the confidence. Love the
Perfect.
confidence.
Yeah. See ya,
Um,
guys.
See you
Thanks,
later,
man.
man. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Go So yeah, obviously, what a nice guy, just coming in, having a little interview with us. But yeah, seemingly a lot of confidence going into tomorrow's game. But you said it, iNation versus Le Gods. Can Le Gods, beat down the victors? Can they beat down the tyrants, or will iNation get that two seasons in a row? That's for tomorrow. That's for next games. But it should be a great one. Obviously, if you guys are interested in the SCL, make sure you follow them on Twitter, follow them on Twitch as well here, so you guys can be notified the second that game is live. But yeah, finals. We're already there, Charlie. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, that is all we have for today. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys very soon.